Let's pretend we scored a goal. Let's pretend we scored a goal.
Welcome to Top 4. My name is Peter. I'm an Arsenal fan, joined by Adrian, a Liverpool fan.
Jurgen, my boy, if you're listening, you need to clock a left back and a DM. Clock them ASAP, bro. ASAP.
Yes, I'm joined by Robin, a Manchester United fan.
M22 5RQ, Mr. Wivenshaw man himself. Midas touch, Midas Rashford, done it again. And fucking time. That's what we're talking about.
That's a Man United joke. I don't even know what that is. Yeah. I'm joined by Ernest, a Man United fan.
Wayne Rooney needs to go.
Leave him alone. And I'm joined by David, an Arsenal fan.
Like, fam, no one angers me when they're on the ball more than Antonio Valencia, bro.
Oh,
Right back, blood. Hey, fam. Fam, that anger, bro, it's like when Giroud misses a chance, bro, it's that real. It angers me, bro.
right. And I'm joined by Oscar, a Chelsea fan.
3. That's a magic number. 3.
No way. All right, let's get to the talking points. Man City 3-1 winners against West Ham.
More love, bro.
Shout out to Sterling, man. I've cost him for 2 seasons.
Yeah, what did you think of Man City's
Guardiola's got him on
performance?
job, bro.
He's improved, man.
Man City were great, West Ham were garbage. Simple as that.
Do you think it's as simple as that? Because I thought like
No,
when it
it
was
is that
2-1,
simple. No.
I thought when it turned 2-1.
First 10 minutes.
Yeah, there's
My gosh. No, and then I'm thinking, alright, 1-0.
Yeah,
I think come back. They didn't turn up for the first half.
true. I'll give you that.
Absolutely.
West Ham didn't turn up.
They
give
did
you that.
not
They
turn
didn't
up. First of all, you want to come with 3 at the back. That's major. That's man number 1.
Hey.
Against who? Sterling.
Do you know how many
Aguero.
times there was a pass made by Kevin De Bruyne because the wingbacks were just nowhere to be seen?
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm
It's
saying?
interesting because I thought at 2-1 when West Ham got a goal back, the wave went their way, and if you saw Guardiola's frustration when West Ham scored, he was very
Wow,
hacked
he
off.
was vexed, bro.
Obviously, Clichy innit? Did you see the defending? Clichy didn't even jump off the ground when the header went in, but
Trash,
It's
bro.
meaningless to cuss him now. He's awful.
yeah.
Garbage
He
guy.
is garbage. I don't know how he got the place ahead of Kolarov that time because Kolarov didn't seem to be that bad over the first 2 games. So how
He is a better defender than Kolarov, though.
Kolarov is
I
even
don't know.
worse.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh.
I think that Kolarov.
Like-
all Kolarov does is set pieces.
I think, but Clichy makes more mistakes. I think
Over 38 games, if you watch Kolarov, you'd be like, all right, these guys are bad. They
They're
don't
both-
have a left back.
yeah, they're both
Yeah. So, but for me, I think like,
I agree with Ernest. Though.
yeah, Clichy for me is a better left back than Kolarov.
Wow. That's
Interesting.
It's not 10 and
He's not like-
4. It's like 3 and 4.
Yeah.
It's do you see what I'm saying?
They're both poor.
Yeah,
It's the-
they're
it's the-
really
it's the
bad.
point of the matter. Any hope for West Ham? I mean, I don't know. I feel like people are getting a bit carried away. They've had Chelsea and City in the first 3 games. They did beat Bournemouth. Are we rushing too much?
FC Astra.
Europa League. I mean, they lost in the Europa League again last year.
FC
in
Astra.
that qualifying round.
So
as well.
they're out of the Europa League now, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. They lost, bro.
No, that game was a mess.
Or is it just that we're noticing that
Where's Payet,
that
bro?
all of us should have beaten West Ham at some point last season?
Yeah.
Is
don't
it
know,
just
but-
that West Ham is just that team?
Nah, West Ham were
Injuries.
good last season,
They got
though.
bare injuries as well. bro.
No. Listen to what I'm saying. Is it that the superiority of the teams that are beating them is just that evident now? Because Collins is not a great centre back. You got Antonio who is faking his way through life.
Oh, you're
As a
not
right-
rating.
I've
not
never
right
rated him. He's just big. Antonio's just big.
He's their only goal scorer this season. He's got 2 goals.
No, and these are the things that make people think that like over the course of the season a player like him is good. Like he's in the England squad now.
Right.
Why I don't know.
That Joey Essex trim.
Yeah, it's like
Joey
yeah.
Essex trim.
I don't know. I feel like last season I think a lot of these small teams got brave and they did well. And this season the big teams are showing you that we're back.
One curse.
Honestly, and I'm thinking, like, and Oscar, you're right. West Ham was sick last season, but the West Ham I saw last season at the Etihad is not the same one I saw yesterday. That man just laid down and gave them 3 points. Is it just the quality of the team now? Given that they do have injuries, I agree.
Guardiola,
But it's
bro.
just, is the team just better than West Ham? And they got banged.
It is better than West Ham, but there were glimpses in that second half that
There's
West
always
Ham,
going to be a glimpse.
West Ham could have easily pulled level.
If you we played Bournemouth, and in the last half an hour, there were glimpses that they could have scored another goal. But we're just better than them. And I think that's just it.
Guardiola, mate.
I want to see it when the injuries are back, like when the
How
players get back
different?
fit.
Yeah, but
because we haven't seen
my first
Payet
question:
yet. We still haven't
Is
seen
Payet injured though? That's the
Where
thing.
is he injured?
Payet,
I think it's just
No,
a case of
because he wasn't injured. He wasn't injured for FC Astra. But where
He
is
didn't
he?
play that game.
He didn't play that game.
yeah.
Bournemouth, he played.
Like I'm saying,
No,
you're
Bournemouth,
expecting. If he's not playing, you're expecting City. You're expecting him to turn up. He
I
didn't
don't know.
turn
Maybe
up.
they might have made an agreement where between him and Bilic, like after the internationals, I get you in, and I'll get you in for the rest of the season. I don't know. The first couple of games were tough for them. Chelsea and City, no one thought they were going to get 3 points against any of them. Both of them were away games as well. So I don't know. I'm sort of I'm going to give my time on West Ham. Maybe in October when we have another conversation back then. Later on in the season, I'd say maybe top 6 or top 8. You'd still fancy their chances to fight for Europa League places.
I think.
Do you know what I mean?
I think the stadium just gassed them.
Hmm?
I think the stadium gassed them.
Wow, what's wrong with
Nah,
that?
stadium-
No, the
Why?
stadium's beautiful, but I just think it gassed them, saying that they're
So
a
they
big
think they're
team
bigger
now.
boys now?
They think they're big boys now. No, especially the fans.
Yeah.
I think
Fair
because their fans are
enough.
thinking like, we got a huge stadium.
Oscar, what do you think on the West Ham situation?
I don't like the fact they have that stadium because, like, I saw a picture from a fan who went to the game, and he took a picture of the game, and they're so far from the pitch. Like, the fans are so
You
far.
have to see it in thing. It looks far from, like, picture-wise. When you go there,
I don't think it's that bad, isn't it?
it's not bad. You have to be there, like, proper yourself, and it's alright,
Yeah, cameras.
Oh,
But
okay.
the camera doesn't give you the correct.
Like they do
view.
make things.
I hear that, but I like it when the ground is right up
I'm
by the
with you,
thing.
yeah,
Like,
I'm with you.
because it's still an Olympic
Yeah, you got to
ground.
understand
It's
the
not.
running track, man.
It's an Olympic thing.
That's my point. Is there a running track at Old Trafford? Is there a running track at Stamford Bridge?
Well,
No.
bro.
That's my
Our running
point.
track
Like,
will injure you, mate.
Yeah, right?
It will.
You lot
We
got
do have
bricks
it's
and that.
it's literally just there.
Right.
I don't know why it gets steep after a
Do
while.
you know what? Yeah, if you see the stadium as an athletics pitch, yeah, you will see there's a big difference, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. Guardiola said that.
but that's exactly my point. Like, they're not an athletics. They're a football team. Do you know what I mean?
Well, listen, they knew this complication
They
when
knew it,
when they were
bro.
trying to apply for
Taxpayers'
the
money.
ground.
Right.
A lot of players, a lot of teams, I think Leyton Orient as well as Tottenham tried to apply for this ground. They knew what the consequences were.
Leighton Orient.
Yeah, Leighton Orient.
Yeah.
All the 6,000 fans.
Nah, they want
Hey,
to
mate,
ground shit.
listen, half them Spurs and West Ham fans are Leighton Orient fans as well. You'd be surprised. There's a lot of people have that
Yeah,
second
locals,
team.
innit?
do you know, your
The
locals.
Tottenham bid made no sense to me. Like, you lot
Yeah.
live in North London.
The man
Hey,
are
that would
north.
have been a big thing, man.
Like,
Guardiola said that he was surprised at how quickly his sort of, I don't know, his tactics, his philosophies have actually already been embedded in the players, and he's surprised at how quick they've actually quite more or less adapted to his style of play. What do you lot take of his comments from that? He expected it to be a very slow start, but he's got 3 wins in 3, 5 in all
That's because
competitions.
they got rid of Yaya.
He's got a lot of
Yaya's
goals.
too slow, blood.
he did what everyone would have done if they were manager. You're the one.
Got rid of
Like-
Joe Hart. Joe Hart has got humbled, bro.
Bro, Bravo's 33 years of age. I didn't know that. 33.
Donny, bro.
Why would you sign a 33-year-old
Bro, I still got
goalkeeper?
6
He's a
years.
goalkeeper.
Goalkeeper,
He's
goal-
done.
6 years?
Goalkeepers have.
I think
No, goalkeepers have life.
Van der Sar was 42 when he retired.
but
Buffon is like
Is
37.
Bravo Van der Sar?
Joe.
I'm not. No one's
he's
saying
good.
he is.
I think
No one's
he's
saying.
good.
No one's saying he
I
is.
think no, but your case on Van der Sar, I think, because he was a world-class goalkeeper.
Oh, of course.
It's like Buffon. He can go to 42, no
Of course.
problem.
Why can't Bravo?
I don't think he's that good. That's my argument.
Alright.
If you're gonna drop
You
Joe
said
Hart,
Quality and
29,
longevity.
yeah, like what was your statement?
I'm
for
saying
signing
I'm
Bro-
saying goalkeepers have a longer
No, the
lasting
way
life.
he wants,
Do you know what?
the
If
way
he
he wants
signed-
them to play, bro.
If he signed to Sturgeon or he signed like the Dutch one that Barca just
Madison,
bought,
yeah.
if you bought them kind of players who is better than Hart but yet has also got years, I understand that point. Hart is a 29-year-old goalkeeper, experienced. He's got
according to my sources,
yeah
they were quoted 60 million
for
To
for
Sturgeon,
for Ter Stegen.
and how much is Bravo?
Bravo,
Like 17 or something.
Bro, yeah, Bravo's exactly. So you
Nah,
you
but
can at
what-
least
60 million over the course of like 10 years.
Barca-
You're alright.
Barca-
Do you know what I mean? 6
True,
million a year.
true.
Do you know what I mean?
Barca
So
wanted to keep him though, and
Yeah,
plus
then-
they were
yeah,
fighting,
Barca-
bro.
Or it could just be a case of he wanted Bravo.
he just wanted Bravo.
He wanted Bravo.
Hart is not that guy.
Yeah,
bro.
I was surprised at the age because I looked at his. I thought, oh, he's a 27, 28, maybe year-old goalkeeper. I see, man, 33. I said, 33. Like,
I mean, when did we sign Van der Sar though?
Van der Sar's a different class though.
I'm not saying he
If we're
isn't.
talking like Manuel Neuer's, Van der Sar's,
No,
Buffons, that's different class.
we signed Van der Sar in what, 05?
And he's still, because he can still put in a shift. That was what was weird. After Juventus, he went to Fulham. How on earth he was ended up
Yeah.
at Fulham, no one knows.
Yeah, because
But
I mean some of these clubs come
Trust
quick.
me, bro. And then man from Fulham to.
Do you think it's petty though? Do you think it's petty, the Bravo situation, like the Joe Hart situation? Is it petty or not?
Well, there's definitely a Pep ego there. Definitely,
But you can't question him though.
Why?
Because he's Pep.
Blood, he's Pep, bro.
No, but
man went to Barca, done a thing, took a year out, went to Bayern. Okay, didn't win the Champions League, but he done a thing.
Yeah.
Pep is treated like the Messiah in this country.
That's what I don't get. I'm not for it.
No, I can't argue, bruv. You've been successful, bro. I can't argue with you, bro.
There's that perspective.
I can't argue with you.
He had Valdez.
Did you not see that game that Joe Hart played, and then the crowd were chanting "We love you, Joe Hart," and he was like nearly crying on the pitch.
What in the second leg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Champions League playoffs.
Yeah, it's good, bruv. You did 10 years. You've been loyal, fine, cool.
What's the transfer news on Joe Hart at the moment? What's that?
Torino.
What?
Hell, that's
Torino.
a slip.
These men are taking a bit. But if you think about it, he can't go anywhere else in the Premier League. Who's going to pay his wages?
Because Everton said they didn't want him. That was weird.
Stekelenburg.
I think Sunderland
On
couldn't
loan, I
afford
think
him.
he is. And Stekelenburg's another old one as
Well,
well.
he looks like he's staying.
Stekelenburg is old, but if Koeman goes for you and you're Dutch, you're secured.
I hear that.
You're shoed in.
I mean, he made it in Southampton when Foster was out.
You know what I'm saying? If he had his way, Classy and Wanyama would have been the two holding midfielders in that team. You see what I'm saying? So if you're Dutch,
I'm saying Liverpool. Hey, I'm saying Liverpool, bruv.
Yeah, Liverpool need a goalie. I know you signed one.
But Mingale is just Mignolet who I keep saying.
Again, does Klopp want a man that can't pass from the back?
But Mignolet can't pass from the back,
Can I
bruv.
ask you a question though? Like, if you look at the whole passing from the back as a goalkeeper, how much of that is a high priority in anyone's list?
That's good.
In Europe, no.
is why I'm a bit like-
This is the way football is now, innit? And a part of me is like, it's overkill for me sometimes. It's like, do you need to pass from the back? No, because
he can throw it.
He can throw it as well.
He can roll it.
You know, like I look at people like, obviously I'm biased. I'm a United fan. I look at De Gea, and when De Gea passes the ball to you, you forget he's Spanish sometimes. Like he can actually get.
He takes long.
He takes long
and
shots.
the
Do you see what I'm saying? When we need to pass from, and what does passing from the back mean? If I pass to Bailey and he's like 10 yards from the halfway line because the game is in the other half of the pitch, is passing from the back relevant? I think it's overrated. But people rate Pep's opinion higher than he probably rates his own opinion. You see what I'm saying? And so because he says pass from the back, everyone says Joe Hart, you need to cut. And for me, I'm just looking at the whole situation like, I don't think Joe Hart is brilliant. But did you need to get Bravo? I don't think so. I don't think they did.
If De Gea had actually gone to Madrid, would you not have taken Hart?
Pepper said it.
Go on, Scott, you say?
I said if De Gea had actually gone to Madrid, would you, Man United fans, would have you taken Hart? Like if he was offered to you?
No.
Why? Who would you have though? You'd have had like
Romero. I had options if.
No, but you would have had like Romero at the time because remember when Romero was signed, that's what got the De Gea interest even higher.
I thought he was asking like who would I want.
But is it no? Because he's saying at the time that are you saying at the time De Gea was going to Madrid at some point? Because at that point, that's when you.
Let's say today there's a right bid and De Gea leaves. Would you take Joe Hart before the window's over?
No way.
Do you know what I mean?
No. I don't want Joe Hart.
Joe Hart is a mare, bro.
That's interesting.
Joe
I think he's a top.
Joe Hart's best season was at Birmingham.
What that learn?
You think I'm playing? You think I'm playing? Joe Hart's had to deal with a crap back four in the last 2 years, and so he's looked better because he's saving them.
No, but do you know what it is? I think as a shot stopper, I think he's one of the best in the league.
You're a goalkeeper. You're supposed to stop shots. You're supposed to stop shots.
Dealing with Hart dirty, bro. If you man are doing Hart dirty,
I would not take Joe Hart.
After Euros,
I would not take Joe Hart.
After the Euros.
Yeah, even
after the Euros, but my respect went down here, bro.
But my respect has been low.
No, I would like to see him behind a good back four. I just would like to see that again. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
he proved himself.
There's better goalkeepers in the Premiership than Joe Hart.
Yeah, granted.
There are.
But I'd say he's still top 5 though.
But he's saying like if De Gea was gone, like where would you go?
I'll get Hugo Lloris.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would even go for Fraser Forster before Joe Hart.
Yeah. No, I don't disagree.
Saying?
Yeah, I'm not
I go for people like what's this guy's name? Inter Milan, Handanovic.
Is Joe Hart still a good goalkeeper in your opinion, or he's not?
Good is relative.
Yeah, no. In your
Joe Hart.
This
is the thing. I think Joe Hart is a decent goalkeeper. When people say he's dead, I'm like, bruv, relax. He's not a dead goalkeeper. Yeah. Joe Hart's a good goalkeeper, but I do think and I've said this for about 4 years now, long shots, he cannot save. He cannot save long shots. Look at the Euros. Look at the Euros.
What is long? So outside the box or just these
I hear what you're saying. It's quite generic.
I like his reflexes.
But,
I think he's a good reflex.
I think he can have good reflexes. Do you know my issue with Joe Hart? I can't help but think that there are better goalkeepers in the league than him. And he's rated so high, and I'm like, bruv, he's not even the best in the England setup, in my opinion. You see what I'm saying? I've had Forster in a heartbeat. Butland is up and coming, so I don't want to give him that level yet. But Forster's better than him. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. I do think he's being mistreated because I think that the whole thing of passing at the back, if that's what Pep wants, that's what he wants. I can't say anything to him. But at the same time, I think it's a bit it's overkill. If I'm going to be honest.
City 3-3. Also 3-3 is Manchester United.
Hold on. Do we think? Wait. Do we think Aguero should have been?
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Aguero situation.
Suspension.
He needs to get suspended.
If that was if that was
my fantasy team,
if that was
the
Fellaini,
fantasy team.
suspended. If that was Costa,
No, he's good.
If that was Costa, we'd all be saying.
Yeah.
Costa got one suspension last season.
Because he's an OG.
Let's not forget it. Costa got one suspension
He's
last
an
year.
OG.
And that was because he got red carded.
Yeah.
No, Aguero will get thing, man.
Costa's a boss.
But they caught it, man.
Yeah, Aguero's going to have to get his fine.
because
Yeah, I mean,
you
his
can't
bands
do that. You can't look at the man, do that in his neck, and he stopped moving.
Don't ever get it twisted. One of the other reasons I'm saying is because he loves to score against United. So.
Oh yeah, because it's you lot.
Yeah,
next,
we
isn't
got
it?
the derby. I'm saying it because like like Schweinsteiger did it last year and he got 3 matches off, and we missed him in them 3 games, to be honest. So if those are the rules, then Aguero has to have the same.
If I'm going down the middle, Aguero has to be banned.
Has to be
banned.
Unfortunately.
Fortunately.
I want to draw from that derby regardless, because I can't have City winning that. Because if City win that, they have an upper hand. They will be ahead.
Whoever wins
I'm
gets
not gonna lie.
up.
When City do beat us, the confidence levels.
I mean, the league is
the
in their
gas.
hands.
Oh my god!
But Peter, are you talking from an Arsenal perspective?
No, because look at it. If put it this way. No, put it this way.
Fam, seriously, what's wrong?
Put it this way. If Man City now beat Man United, right, and they go 3 points top, let's just say Chelsea don't win. I'm just gonna go with the if, right? Then it's City's to lose, because we'll be in mid-September now with City being on the top of the league.
But wasn't it similar last season though?
With what?
When City like sort of the runaway leaders around this time last year as well.
First 5 games of the season,
They won the
teams.
first 5, but it's not that. It doesn't mean I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to be that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I can at all costs look at these fixtures and say, man, where can I see teams dropping points? Because from now on, the likes of everybody else, besides the Manchester clubs and Chelsea, are looking at where are these top teams going to slip.
I'm overlooking at them, man.
No, bro, it's time to say. You look now, bro.
The Manchester clubs and Chelsea
I can't
doing.
Listen,
They're
I have to
already
watch.
gone.
Do you know why? Simply because I look at United's first 3 games, I look at Chelsea's first 3 games. You think, rah. Do you know what I'm saying? Like getting there, they should have 9 points by now.
Yeah.
But afterwards, when your team's also slacking, it's like, oh, come on. Let's talk Manchester United anyway. 1-0 winners against Hull.
Fergie time.
Fergie time.
You left it late, didn't you?
Rooney, garbage, blood. Get him off,
He got
blood.
the assist.
But for 9 minutes, what were you doing,
and
man?
should that all be forgiven? No.
Listen.
No.
He had a vital part.
He lost
in
the
picking
ball
3
3
points.
times.
Am I lying?
He lost the ball.
In picking 3
Impossible.
points.
He
Hold on.
lost the ball
Hold on. The
3
thing is,
times
I don't think
in
I'm going to
30
talk during this segment.
Yeah.
But I want to say something. I want to give a disclaimer. Adrian, you were on Twitter that day.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even watching the game. But you tweeted me what? You can imagine my reaction at Rooney missing all these balls, yeah? Pause. And what was my reply back? I just put eyes.
The eyes.
That's what I did. The floor is open.
Because when I said that, it's because he literally lost the ball like 3 times.
In
that's what I'm
30
saying.
seconds.
Listen,
In
I'm not
30 seconds.
discrediting that at all. I'm not putting that
I'm not-
against
I'm not
him.
saying, look.
I said in terms of getting 3 points, he was a vital figure of getting 3 points that night.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was.
Is that
he was.
true?
No,
That
no,
is
no,
true.
it was.
Well done.
Speed,
But
this is
if
real.
my point
Hull
is
City,
finished,
by the way, because if this was a 0-0 draw, how different would the mood be? I'm sure Rooney would still be the center of attention, but it's changed. Like 3 points is 3 points.
So are you saying big players have big moments, and
No.
that was a big moment?
All I'm not even going to that direction. I'm just saying at the end of the day, Rooney gets a lot of stick. 2 assists and a goal in a season in 3 games. I'm thinking, how can a man still be pinned for those kind of stats? I get the frustration of Rooney. Don't get me wrong. I understand it because he is frustrating to watch. But this is just shaking.
But no, do you know what it is? It's not even necessarily him and himself, but it's the space he's occupying. And when you see this kind of man them on the bench, that can come in and do their thing.
Mickey needs to
Mickey,
Fam,
yeah.
Mickey,
Mickey.
You know, Mickey was in my fantasy team. I had to take him out because Rooney's still playing. I had to take him out, bro.
Why is Mickey not on the pitch, bro?
Yeah, Bearman put Mickey in, I'm sure.
Wow, they're doing them 10-minute cameos. Ain't gonna get
My bro was like, but Rooney has done this. He does it. Let's say it's a draw. I'm saying, fam, if Mickey and Rashford started the game, it would have been. I'm saying he's saying, Mkhitaryan and thing was like, I'm like, look, you gave Mkhitaryan 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Give him 90.
Fair enough. Time
Give him
will come.
90.
It's a long season.
My
Time will come.
gosh.
The thing is, I want to know this though. If people like Martial and Ibrahimovic played the way Rooney's been playing, I just want to make sure and see that the same stick Rooney gets, these guys get
Yeah,
also.
of course.
I'm just saying.
No, to be fair,
I'm
Martial
just
hasn't been at the races.
Martial's
been off because of
He
what
needs to sort
Like his personal life.
His personal life.
Domestics, bro.
Two assists.
No.
He didn't play much in France because the Champs is.
The domestics, bro.
No, but the commentator said something about that though.
What?
He said, "Is it a coincidence that he's not fancied too tough in France, and then he's not fancied too tough in
the
United?"
Champs is long.
No, is it them or is it a Martial thing?
It's the Champs is long. The Champs is long. He made silly decisions.
Manchester,
I'm not getting into
He's
it.
still got 9
He
points.
still got 3 points, and I'm giving credit to Hull because they.
I was gonna say, what did you think about Hull's performance?
It was literally they put 10 men in front of the goal, and literally every time they just booted the ball, and you always had that guy at the front. There was no one else. That's why he kept making good runs, but he had no support.
Well, that Diamande guy.
Yeah. So it's like
Hull would have bitten your hand off for a draw.
yeah, because they played for the draw. They
played not to lose, I guess,
Yeah.
more than anything.
I felt so sorry for Curtis Davis at the end, man.
Nah, he
Poor
ran
guy.
a shift. He impressed me.
I'm surprised he didn't get an England call up, to be honest. If Jackie Ucker's still getting fancy,
Wow,
you know what I mean?
that's what I'm saying,
Yeah,
bro.
Jackie Ucker's got it still, so it's like it's a bit weird.
Sam
Swan
Allardyce,
hasn't really
you're
played
bad,
games this
bro.
year, and he's still getting fancy.
Tired. Man, the man them are in the team by default. No, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah,
Yeah.
it's the first time we've won 3 out of 3 since 2011-12 season.
Really?
Which,
11-12 season.
So it's like
And we lost the league like that.
Mourinho said no one's going out, no one's coming in. Now, granted, you can take his word for what you want.
I don't trust a
I don't
single
trust
manager
a
in the
single
world.
Do you
word
think
that
players
man
are going
says.
out of United? Is that why?
Schweinsteiger
Is that why he
must,
don't trust it?
unless there's complications.
I think
I think
Schweinsteiger's
Schweinsteiger's
saying, saying because of what the tweet he sent out. He was like, "This is my last club in Europe. I'm not going anywhere
Bro, he's
else."
not leaving that 200k, bro. Are you mad?
Do you know what it is? I do think that now
He's
that
looking good.
I do think that this is a guy that's received a lot of money over the course of his career. I do think money is a factor, but is it as big now?
200k is a lot, bro.
No, I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying, is it as
not
big
doing
now?
that
Because
big
it's
money,
like
Like, now he gets paid to just literally go gym, which
He's
is training.
calm.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, give me 200 bags.
go and watch
to
go and
and
watch
do fitness.
his girlfriend play tennis. He's calm. Actually, that's his wife now. What am I talking about?
Calm.
Just sit there in the reserves, alright.
Because for me, I think Schweinsteiger will be utilised this season.
Safe.
I think
I think
It's a
he will
long
def-
season.
It's a very long
It's a
season.
long
There's a lot of games.
Europa
League,
League.
bruv.
League.
You know them ones. I think
Yeah, you're not hitting them Sunday shifts.
That
innit?
man needs to stop atting you though.
I genuinely don't care. I think
Who's
the
atting him?
Europa League took-
Hey, that was bad.
Yeah, they're
that was
better
so
than
funny.
United.
Tarnishing the brand.
Them men are gas for United. You know?
No, do you know this? Do you know this?
Europa League are better United.
We're probably the biggest club they've had in that competition for like 10 years, bruv.
So they're
To be
proper
honest.
at it.
So they're
Well, you
pro-
were there not long ago.
No, what I'm saying is,
Last
but
season,
now,
bro.
but now
Something like a fresh-
but now it's Pogba's and
Zlatan's
Zlatan's.
in.
Do you see what I'm saying?
So they're proper
I don't care about the atting because for me, people slate the Europa League like it's not Europe. It's just played on Thursdays. That's the difference.
Nah,
bro.
it's second tier though.
No, fair enough. It's second tier, but if you win, you're a European champion.
It's like your European champion at Jace.
No,
It's
fair
not.
enough. No. It's not. It's not Champions League.
Yeah.
The only issue I have with the thing is the day it's played. I have no issue with the Europa League. None at all.
What your thing is that shouldn't just be played the same days as the Champions League? You mean?
It can't be. It just cannot be because they demand coverage because they need to get paid and stuff. So it has to be played on a separate day to the Champions League.
Just so that man then can watch.
Exactly. Do you see what I'm saying? So I don't mind.
Yeah, if it is on the same day. as
It's
Champions League,
a bit, you know, and I get.
How many
that.
games are we on at the time? Bloody hell.
I don't mind the Europa League, man. I think
the red button.
I think people choose what leagues they value and which ones they don't. I always say a cup is a cup, bruv. Unless it's pre-season.
But you see, for me with Europa League, like everything just feels gritty. Like the camera angles are dead. I'm just looking like some media student.
I think it depends, you know.
It depends
I
on
think
the
it's
game.
Tottenham Stadium that
It's
make
Tottenham
every
Stadium,
camera
bro.
look dead, bruv.
Tottenham Stadium's red.
It's dead, bruv. That camera angle is dead.
And you see these dead teams like Red Bull, Salzburg.
Sharif.
You know.
But yeah, no, it's quite. The teams we've got, I don't think that's going to be a camera issue. It's not going to be a problem.
That's like Old Trafford. So
Old
there'll
Trafford.
be games at Old Trafford. There'll be
Old
games
Trafford.
at finals.
I might even try to go to some.
Yeah, that's
Guys,
what
you
I'm
lot should
thinking.
go to Old Finals ground away, man.
No,
That's
I
that's a
wanted to,
stadium
but
you
it's
need to
next
go
week.
to.
Oh, man, Ting in Rotterdam.
It's a beautiful
No,
stadium.
I'm saying I wanted to. I was thinking, but the thing is, next week, it's like 2 weeks' time. So it's literally tickets are now already sold
I
out.
was like, away games
Yeah,
first.
away games first.
I don't mind.
So I was like, if it was the October one, me, I would have been in the Netherlands straight.
Calm. Oscar, Manchester United, what's your opinion on them?
You know, they did it this week, innit? I thought they were gonna like batter Hull. Like I thought they'd really like do the thing. Obviously, it didn't work out that way, but they got the win at the end of the day, and that's what's most important. I really didn't know what to expect from Marcus Rashford because obviously we know Mourinho don't like kids and that, but. He came in and he what do you think Rashford will play a big part this season? What do you guys think? I don't even know.
I think he's gonna play a part.
He's gonna play a part.
I think that there's certain powers that Mourinho's had to bow down to this season. To be honest,
I mean, he looked good. That's the funny thing is that Rashford
is sick.
He had a good cameo appearance.
Is
It was
sick.
very good.
I said last season he's gonna be a better number 9 than Marshall.
I was going to say, do you know, I was just about to say that. I was about to say, like, he looks, for
sick,
some reason,
man.
there's something between him and Marshall. Maybe it's just a confidence situation with Martial, but I look at Rashford thinking, man, he should start ahead of Martial.
He's a number
personally.
9. He's a number 9.
But that's the thing is that if you start him now, it's that he has to be on the left, isn't it? If you're going to replace
which is
Martial.
why I don't want him. You know,
On the team.
the thing is, I do want him there because I think in the last 4 or 3 months, his dribbling skills I prefer them to Marshall's because Marshall for me has this stop start stuttering thing where he waits for you to move. I want to see the Marshall against Liverpool,
Right.
because I think he has it in him. But like we said, external issues I think are clouding his mind at the moment. You know, I think because I'd say give him a holiday, but I think he's had too much of a holiday. He has to play.
The thing I like about Rashford is that he's so direct with the ball.
Yes.
Like when he gets it, you know what he wants to do.
He's
Oh,
number 9.
Ferguson player.
It's just
fearlessness.
it's the unfortunate
Fearless.
thing that Zlatan is there.
I miss direct players. And honestly, like, players that just, one thing in mind, get me the goal. That's it. I love players like that. And that's what I like about Rashford.
But you know, Rashford is a key player, and I think because now when September comes, we got Capital One, we got Start of FA, Europa League.
I'm happy about that. He's gonna get games this
He's
season.
gonna get games, and we have a lot of games this season.
Yeah,
So all is good in United camp. Now we've got the derby next, which is a big game.
massive game.
So and I'm quite confident. I'm actually quite confident.
Where is it? Old Trafford? or
Old T.
Old Trafford.
Interesting. Anything else on Man United?
No, we all good in here.
Or Hull City? They need a manager, man.
I think give it to Mike Feelers.
Give it to Mike.
Give it to
players
Mike.
as well.
But they need players.
Give it to
No,
Mike.
give it to Mike. He's deserved. After that game, I was like, alright, you deserve that job.
Yeah. He's a good manager. I mean, well,
Why is Curtis Davies overlooked?
because he plays for Hull.
Is that it?
And it's a team that's always in and out of the championship. Like, it's almost like you don't see him for a year unless you're somebody who legit watches the championship.
yeah.
So it's tough, man. That's
Every
probably
year
why.
he comes to the Prem, there's a reason to say, why is someone not going for Curtis
Let me ask
Davies?
you a question. Luke Shaw, yeah? Do you think he's improved since being at United, or do you think he's still the same quality as he was at Southampton?
I think he's come from Southampton. They said carry on.
See, now this is the argument I was going to make, because I think if you look at a Luke Shaw who was playing in the Championship, even League 2 at one point,
Yeah.
with Southampton, you're thinking to yourself, he would have never got looked unless he was in the Premier League. And not only that, now he's in the Premier League, he even got a big move.
Antonio,
What, Mikel?
as in people like Mikel Antonio,
Yeah, because he was at Forest and Wednesdays, teams like that. So people get overlooked for, like, I'm sure there's a player somewhere there in that Championship now.
What's this
You're thinking-
Oliver Burke guy?
Of which club?
Left Nottingham Forest today.
Yeah, he went to some dead team. bro.
Who did he go to?
Like Salzburg or something.
RB Salzburg.
yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Makes
yeah.
them kind of
Something
moves.
like
Wow.
that,
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And who knows? Rob Holding. I mean, you never know. Like these are some guys that are not going to get looked.
The fact
because of where they play.
the fact that Chambers has been sent on loan.
I know.
And Holding is
still remaining.
Is Holding.
He's holding.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that once we got into Arsenal. That's a bit mad.
We will get onto that in a minute. But I think we should go over to Stamford Bridge, actually, because 3-0 winners
The library.
against Burnley.
Comfy.
Very comfortable performance. Oscar.
That's a typical.
Hasn't Trev had a hat trick, man?
Oscar-
Cost man points, blood.
Yeah, he cost me a bare point. Oscar, talk to us. Chelsea, what did you think over the weekend?
Nah, you know what? David's right. Hazard should have scored bare goals, you know. Like,
That is Hazard, though.
I'm with you too.
That's typical Hazard,
I'm with
though.
both those comments, yeah, especially.
And do you know the goal he scored was amazing, yeah? But you know he tries that every game.
Yeah. Yeah.
There has not been a game where Hazard starts and he doesn't try to curl it into the bottom corner.
Yeah.
But I'm so glad it came off this week. Like, I feel like it's been an annoying week for Chelsea because of the whole Fabregas situation. Everyone's saying that he might leave, but luckily he come out on Twitter and he squashed all them rumours.
Do you feel like Seska's being not treated unfairly, but just why doesn't he make the first team if you've got Kante and Matic both playing?
Because what does Sesk give you defensively, really?
That's it.
Why can't he give you anything with just attacking? Why can't he be used just for the attack?
I think Conte likes to defend from the front.
Yeah.
Which is what Oscar does better than him.
That's interesting, man. Because I'd have Fabregas over Oscar
every day of the week.
Every day of the week.
Even Sunday.
It's in a month of Sunday.
I know, I hear you, but I don't really like Fabregas in that advanced position where Oscar plays. I prefer Fabregas a bit deeper.
Really? I prefer him further up because he's the assist man. He's your guy. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it's Fabregas to Costa, Fabregas to Hazard, Fabregas to Batshuayi. You know, whoever. I was a bit surprised by the talk of Fabregas, but yeah, it was pretty straightforward for you lot, man. You lot are still in the window though, looking for a centre half.
Yeah, we still need to sort out that fence. I was so happy with
Clichy. That's gonna come and bite you in the future.
What?
Pardon?
Do you think that's gonna come and bite you in the future, like not possibly not having a new centre half? As in, is it that necessary to you?
100%.
Yeah.
But
right, we all know
the
limitations of Gary Cahill. Yeah, he's not like he can have a good game, he can have a good run, he can have some form, but he's not. I don't know. He's just not that. Yeah, how is our best defender John Terry still? How does that work when John Terry wasn't even going to be given a contract till the last couple of months of the last season?
That's a good point.
So
interesting point. But
yeah, man,
Oscar, but don't you think that John Terry would still be regarded as one of your best defenders, even if you did get like 2 new centre halves in? Do you know what I mean? In the sense that I think Terry's just that good that to say how can Terry still be the best is a bit of an understatement. In the sense that I think he's that quality that the defenders that you want to bring in are going to be somebody who's going to be working with Terry. I mean, Kurt Zuma's still there. You know what I'm saying? And I think the fact that you're not in Europe, I think you shouldn't worry too tough about it. I think once you get into the Champions League, you lot will be in the market yet again and buying top players as well.
I hear what you're saying about Champions League, but we want to win the league this season. Do you know what I mean? So when you've got the money is not an issue for our club. So it's like, let's go out and sign a top centre half. Why would we wait? What
did you think of Conte's comments about the market is crazy and yet he's struggling to find a centre half? A Chelsea football team struggling to find a defender, I think is mad.
No, you have to be careful though.
They're the ones that started this rocky
but they're only struggling because teams are just extortionate, man.
Yeah,
60 million for Koulibaly.
It's a lot, isn't it?
That's crazy.
It's a lot of money, man.
That's a joke thing.
I'm sure there's another centre half out there.
Varane both.
They're not getting Varane.
Not
now.
Like Hector and all of them, man. So they signed 8 centre halves last year.
Yeah,
apparently they signed the best centre back in League One.
Hector actually. We went back to Reading. You have him. Then you have Jubi.
Yeah,
but he got bought, didn't he? From Sunderland.
Don't forget Baba
What's his name? Jubileli.
A man said Baba Rahman.
There's all those guys.
He is rubbish.
I mean, look.
Baba Rahman.
By the way,
I don't think Baba Rahman's at Chelsea anymore,
He's on loan. I think he went back to... Did he go Schalke or back to Augsburg? Wasn't it?
No way. Speaking of Chelsea defenders, bruv, Celestine Babayaro today turned 37. Can someone stop this nonsense of players that are lying about their age? 37!
Why do you think he's lying?
He's lying. He was old at Chelsea, so how can he be 37 now?
Did you say he was old at Chelsea?
He kind of was. Like
you know Celestine Babayaro is the youngest player to ever play in the Champions League.
He's the youngest player to ever play in the Champions League.
Champions League just tweeted that today. I see him in a Chelsea kit. I'm like, swear down.
I'm gonna check this.
He's not 37, bro. He's just not 37.
Go on the official Champions League's Twitter. They posted a picture of Babayaro today.
No, that's not right. That's just not right. I'm not even agreeing with that. I'm not even gonna agree with that.
I remember when Martins was 24 for like 3 players in a row.
But he's only 30 now. It's like you're a liar.
Unbelievable.
Oh my
Who,
lord.
Obafemi?
Yeah,
You're lying,
they've been
bruv.
gassing
Hey, get
Obafemi
out
for
of it.
years, bruv.
Get out of it, man.
He was 18 when he was at Inter Milan. Lies. I'm not having that. But anything else on Chelsea or Burnley? Actually, let's talk Burnley for a while.
Wait. One thing on Chelsea, I just want to say, I'm so glad, that Victor Moses is in our squad.
Really?
Victor Moses.
Will it last long,
Hold
Oscar?
on.
Let's be honest.
Babayaro is the youngest player to play in this kit.
In the auto glass, and he's 37
he's only 37 now.
It's a lie, bruv. Vialli wore that shirt. Zola wore that shirt.
To be honest, how old was he when he played this game?
He might have been young.
16.
Like he could have been in his, in his teens.
Apparently 16.
If that's the
Or
case,
23rd.
Bruv, that was like, that was
Are you mad?
near 18 years ago.
Good lord.
What did you say?
2014 is 20 years after that, plus 2. Yeah, he is 37.
No, he's 37 according to his passport. But if you go to his birth certificate, bro, that's not what it is.
Or you think he's lying because he's black? Let's make this a race issue.
Because he's African. Yeah, I'm gonna go there.
Let's make this a
But
race issue.
yeah, Burnley. Heaton had warm gloves at the bridge. He made a whole lot of saves, but he conceded 3 goals still. Yeah, Burnley are gonna get beaten by those kind of teams. Do you know what I mean? I don't think any Burnley fan
Dash is a funny
game.
manager.
Why
I
was
love
he
when
saying?
him talk.
What was
He
Dash
was
saying?
like, we were just well truly beaten. It's just such a great team.
Yeah, real talk.
I was just
And
laughing.
that's the realest talk.
What? No, but why is he so
Nah,
unapologetic?
I clocked that as well. What the heck was he doing? Sean
Why
Dash
is
is a
he
monkey.
always talking like he shouldn't have strengthened his team?
Because they have no aspirations.
No, like
They're here.
no,
They're just here for the ride.
honestly,
That's
like,
what you say if you're Tramure and you get beaten in the FA Cup.
yeah, like
Hey, name me someone who's gonna go. No, we're talking. No. Name me a player that's gonna go to Burnley.
Stefan.
hold on. Did you see Middlesbrough's transfer window?
Yeah.
But they
Real
got.
talk though. How can Borough have a good window? Better
I'm
window.
not-
Burnley finished champions.
Bruv, but you look at the guy who's the manager, bro.
Burnley finished What? Karanka? I mean, he's not that proven as a manager.
Bruv, but he's come from. He's.
Karanka's name is big because he
You
worked
know
with
what?
Mourinho.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
That's it. But Burnley won the league.
So was Paul Clement.
He won the
Look
league,
what
but
happened
who's
with his
gonna go-
manager. So was Stephen Clark. That's
Who,
look what happened with
bruv,
his
you
manager.
don't know, bruv. Bruv, if you're a football manager, bruv, there's a list, bruv.
I know.
There's a list, bruv, unrealistic transfers, bruv. They get hidden, bruv, for a reason.
But like I was saying last week or the week
you can't
before, I was
search for
saying
them.
Burnley fork out some good strikers and stuff like that. They got good players. Like as in the past, they've had your Austins, your whatever. But like they got good. I mean, their team is not. I don't think they'll get relegated this year because
I think they will.
I think they're okay.
I think
Their home record looks like it'll be okay. Do you know what I'm saying?
I think they
that's
get
what I'm going based on.
relegated.
That's what I'm going based on.
Because that midfield's poor.
Who's going to play for Burnley?
They lost Joey Barton, innit? But did he retire or something like that?
They went Rangers.
Don't talk about Joe
Okay,
Barton, bro.
his contract ran out. Are we moving on from there?
Yeah.
All right, let's go over across up to North London. Spurs at home to Liverpool. Liverpool. I'm so shocked Liverpool didn't walk out like 4-1 winners in that game because your first half performance, Adrian, was unbelievable. How it went in at 1-0 at half time, I don't know. What's your thoughts?
Fam, I think it's a Liverpool thing. Like anytime we like pepper a team and it gets to half time and it's only like 1-0, I'm like, okay, we're gonna concede. It's just
Wait. Did you really pepper them though?
Oscar, did you watch the first half?
Did you see Vorm?
Oscar, did you watch the first half?
Michelle
But like, I watched it, but like Tottenham had a lot of the ball. Like they had more possession.
Means nothing.
No, Oscar. Liverpool were on job in the first half. I think Liverpool
Who was up front?
for Liverpool.
Yeah, who was up front?
Firmino.
Yeah. I keep telling man them this.
Hey,
like,
don't talk that talk.
No, but you know what? In both the game against Arsenal and Tottenham, they've played better without Sturridge when he was at Burnley. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if you think about it, like Liverpool
He
played
was
better.
poor against
Liverpool played
This
better.
is
in
what
terms
I'm
of their
saying.
football.
What I've been saying, bro. I've been saying this for a time.
I'm saying it.
No,
Wenger?
but don't use it to cuss Sturridge though.
No, I'm not cussing Sturridge. Wenger, get on the phone because I will take Sturridge in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I don't know what is going on because I just remember seeing that look on
Is
TV.
it a
With
that
that
was
look.
hilarious.
Two matches they put there. Oh,
They turned it to a meme.
yeah, but check it. Do you think the Sturridge and Klopp thing is the same as Hart and Pep?
No.
No.
Purely because you can see the reason for why he's leaving him out. Because as you said, when Firmino's up top, there's a lot more fluidity.
He's Brazilian.
We generally play better.
Coutinho's miss in the first half.
See what I'm saying?
Was you like? I was on the edge of my seat.
But
Like,
that is
what?
Coutinho.
No,
Why are you
don't do
shocked?
that. No, don't do that.
No, I
Don't do that.
agree.
That is Coutinho.
That's why it's not in the top
Coutinho will come out with that free
is
kick.
Coutinho.
He'll come out with a free kick here.
He has pop shots, and that's it.
That's harsh.
That's a lead.
These are statements right now. These are
I
statements.
like bold, aggressive statements.
Carry on the conversation. I'm gonna go on who's
That's
scored.
italic.
He's a
It's italic.
That's underlined.
the stats. But yeah, no.
I'm gonna go on who scored.
I
You
just
I'm
think
playing.
Coutinho turns up for certain games.
Yeah.
He's a
You
certain
don't think
game.
he turned up in the Spurs?
No,
He
he
still
did.
good.
No, I'm just saying like
still good.
As
generally,
in general.
he will bang for a game 2, maybe even 3, then he'll go missing for a period, then he'll bang again.
And the period
That's
will be
why.
big.
Is, when you look at
That's why I wouldn't dare to class him. That's why I wouldn't dare to class him.
the connection though
Wouldn't
between
dare to class him.
Firmino, Coutinho, and Mane, that's going to be
beautiful. No,
dangerous
it's pen,
all
it's pen,
season.
it's pen.
And you'd think, how can Sturridge should be up top with that? I think you should have the three of. I think you drop Lallana. I think you drop. I think you would have like the three of
24 appearances.
Hey.
what?
8 goals.
Who, Coutinho?
Coutinho.
That's decent.
Pop shots. How many shots does Coutinho have in 90 minutes?
Number 10. What's his assists? Let's talk about his
5.
assists. 5 assists. That's the poor part. I want to look 8 goals in 24
goals is
games.
decent, bro.
For Coutinho, that's
How
pretty good.
many shots?
Pretty good.
How many shots does Coutinho have
Cool.
in 90 minutes?
Cool. If you said to me
Coutinho
his
shoots.
shot accuracy is like 20%.
Look at the.
cool.
I'm not even gonna look at his season. Look at the Burnley game. He shot bare
Liverpool-
time.
Liverpool were frustrated
You have
in that
to
game.
say context. A, frustration.
Yeah.
B, Burnley were.
When are you
Bro.
not frustrating to watch?
Huh?
When are you not frustrated?
At Spurs, they
Adrian, be
weren't
honest.
frustrated.
Hand on up. What? Look at the shots we're just talking about.
No, but they weren't.
But it was a good frustration. I was excited.
Yeah, it was like, this is
come on.
exciting.
And
Burnley,
Adrian,
I was
hand
banging my head
on
on
heart.
the-
Hand on heart, you don't feel that good frustration every game. Hand on your heart, you don't feel like that every game. When I watch Liverpool, yeah, I'm like, Liverpool's attack is so
I think it's harsh.
Nah, man. No, I watched Coutinho from Inter Milan
He's a
days.
young kid though. He's 24 years of age.
Next year, there's no more potential. 25, there's no more potential.
I think he'll have a hot year this year though. I think he'll have a hot year this
We
year.
say that every year.
No, I think this year with Mane and
The
Firmino.
year
And
he
Klopp behind
was
that.
the year
Up top.
he was at the peak of the
He's
diamond.
not getting played.
I thought Coutinho was going to pop. What happened? Sterling ended up playing at the top of the diamond.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We're all waiting for Coutinho to bang. And I'm just like,
he's been their player of the year for the last 2 years.
that says a lot about Liverpool.
It does, but you look at like the fact. Look at them now, as in with Mane, with Sturridge. You still have Firmino and Coutinho.
it's beautiful.
That front four
beautiful.
is shocking. I'm telling you, it's gonna be.
Are you forgetting Danny Ings?
I am forgetting Danny Ings. See,
Balotelli?
Look, Balotelli.
Oh.
Those two need to go. They need to find another club.
I've written them off.
Let's be honest.
Written them off.
Let's find another club.
All right.
Maybe Ings can stay on the bench as a backup.
All I'm
but
saying
other
is
than
this. All I'm saying
Balotelli's
is
done
this.
160k. That's
Who?
what he's done. Balotelli, he's done 160k. His mileage is done. That's it.
That's how much he's read, yeah.
That's how much he's run. No more.
Listen. I love Coutinho. I think he's an exciting player, but I'm getting tired with the English mentality of what an exciting player is. Running up and down and
He's
having.
not like a Barkley though. Do you know what I mean?
He's better than Barkley, but how much better than Barkley is he?
I think he's quite a. I think he's
I don't
quite a bit
think
better.
there's a chasm
I think it's
between
quite a big gap.
Barkley and Coutinho. I just think that
Two
Coutinho.
players are free in your hand, in your disposal, and you say for the long term, who would you have?
No, it's not a hard choice, but it's not a choice I like.
Now, bro, do you know what it is?
Wow.
For me, with Coutinho's consistency. Like if he played,
That's my issue.
if he played at his best, I would class him.
Yeah.
If he played at his best consistently,
I don't think Coutinho gives you 100% in every game.
Yeah,
That
I
is
really
so
don't.
hard.
No,
I really
That's
don't.
hard. This season,
I really don't.
I'm going on these first three games.
I'm going on the Coutinho I've seen since he's come.
I know, but I'm saying for this
Remember
season.
his first goal was a QPR.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That daisy cutter.
I'm going with the three games
man.
this season. I
Nah,
look
bro.
at the season. He looks like he's
Nah.
ready. He looks like he's on it.
Yeah.
He's taking shots. He's dangerous.
You're seeing the Coutinho
But
I've
I
seen
love
for the
Mane.
last
though.
2 seasons.
I'm so sorry. I love Mane. Whether he should still be on the pitch in that game, I don't know. But I love watching Mane and Coutinho and Firmino. That three just looked.
What did Mane do?
You know how he kept like him and the referee always were having a conversation, and he was booked early, and it was like, come on, how many times do you want to?
Yeah, we had to
let
bring him off, innit?
Yeah, you even pulled him off exactly. So it was almost like this is getting a bit long.
I watched his League Cup performance.
Oh,
Banging. He was sick.
He's good, man. He's
He was
looking
sick.
good.
no, you're sick.
Um,
That pace is what we needed, bro.
Tottenham, I don't know about you lot. I think they're in I think they're in trouble.
Serious trouble.
I think they're in trouble because
Tottenham are
They improved.
although they won the first 2 games,
They improved.
I think they haven't improved, have they?
Oh.
Squad hasn't improved.
They didn't win their
I
first
said
game.
this on the first pod
Did
of
they
the
not?
season. They're going to.
Hold on. What did you say, Oscar?
No, they drew against Everton.
Everton.
Oh, they drew.
Yeah, they drew.
Because they were saying if Tottenham win, they go top, and I thought, how? How did they go top? If United and them lot got 3 games and 3.
They hadn't played yet.
Sorry, I just took. Okay, because it was an
It
early
was
kickoff.
lunchtime. Yeah.
My bad.
Is that gas?
I said Tottenham gonna cost the Prem the coefficient points.
No, we're alright, bro. Apparently, they changed the rules.
Yeah, from 2018 it's 4 teams.
Regardless.
They go through to the tournament.
Yeah, because now it's
no
just
qualifier.
individual now.
Okay.
The coefficient is not individual. I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay.
Actually, wait, is it a thing or is it a proposal?
It's not a country.
I think it's going to be a law.
It's going to be a law.
It's going to be a law. It's 4 teams.
Yeah, I worry for Tottenham.
So wait, 4 teams per country for every country, or
I think it's the top 4 or 5 leagues in Europe. The top 4, yeah, I think it's the top 4 leagues in Europe.
Would that include like France and that?
no? Because France is 5th. It's Spain, Germany, England, Italy, then France.
But Italy and France don't even have 4 teams.
They
have
have 3.
three.
They have 3.
So they said they're going to put them up to 4.
Nah, but now I think they've changed it to individual. Like they're gonna count your history in the competition or blah blah blah. So they've moved it away from country to now individual.
But up there still.
But I don't know how that
But
works.
how is it? I don't get how's it gonna work.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
2018, I ain't gonna. We'll
But
wait then.
Tottenham, brother, in trouble, innit?
No, but you see how we say
Alright.
they haven't improved, yeah? This is a Poch thing. If you look at the net spends for the seasons he's been, it's always been positive. I think this is the first year that it's actually been negative.
What, the net spend, yeah?
They don't really add too many players. Like, because for me, Wanyama, Dyer, protects in the back 2, but back 4, sorry, that's solid. This Janssen guy, remains to be seen what he can offer.
His miss will forever be imprinted in my brain. That miss against flipping
Palace, was it?
Palace. Oh man.
Kane, he always takes a while to get started as well.
I say he's never scored in August. Well,
apparently, what is it?
That's a
October.
big-
That's
that's a
the
big
earliest
deal.
he scored.
But yeah.
But I don't know. As much as I love Pochettino and I think I'd take him as the next United manager, I do think that his style needs to switch up a bit though. This business of wing backs as wingers, I don't know how long it's sustainable for, especially in the Champions League. I don't know how long you can sustain
have
it.
in the Champions League?
they've got
They've got good.
I mean,
They've
they
got a
did get them their goal on Saturday. Bearing in mind
It's
they were
because
behind.
City got a dead group. They got Barca, City, Celtic, and
why is
team.
Celtic and City in the same group? Can someone explain that to
It's
me?
different.
Because
Different
they say,
league.
but they say
Different
that
league.
the UK teams don't clash
No, it's England teams don't clash. It's
We had
English.
Rangers one season
in the group.
Was that when Valencia broke his leg?
Valencia broke his leg. Yeah, we had Rangers.
Oh, that's baffling.
Yeah, it's a different. So yeah, they and much Gleba. So that's Group C's long.
That's a bit of a tough group.
City always get the tough group.
But they were pot what 2 this year or 1?
2.
Oh, if you're not champions, bro, you don't.
Yeah,
get
remember
pot
champion.
one,
Remember champions are
Champions
pot
are
one.
top one,
Champions pot 1, but City were like I swear
Pot
they were better
bro.
than
If you're
us.
gonna get hard team
Yeah,
anyway,
City
bro.
are pot 2. City and Arsenal are pot 2 because
I
of.
genuinely don't care about
yeah.
City in the Champions League.
Even though they were semi-finalists last year.
Genuinely.
Anyway, what's it called? Where were we? Tottenham.
Tottenham.
Yeah, Oscar. Anything on Liverpool and Tottenham?
It was a bit of a letdown. I thought it would be the best game of the weekend, and it wasn't.
True. True.
What was the best game of the weekend then?
For me,
I still think it was that game.
I think Chelsea's demolition of Burnley
Yeah.
was immaculate.
Yeah, we played some very good football.
Very
No,
one-sided.
the football that Chelsea, like Willian is looking like less of a right back now. You know what I mean?
He looks
Like,
like
Freedom, innit?
Yeah.
back to those ways.
But yeah, like,
But those wingers have got the freedom now without Mourinho there.
Who will finish higher, Spurs or Liverpool?
I think Liverpool.
I think Liverpool.
Depends how Tottenham
I
do.
don't know, bro.
Liverpool is
Tough.
Liverpool is Liverpool in my head.
You know that's,
Yeah.
I think that's
But the
everyone's
thing
problem
is,
in the
it's
brain.
Liverpool's
Liverpool
Liverpool and
is
Tottenham is
Liverpool.
Tottenham.
Everyone's thing in their mind is, bro, Liverpool should do it, but they
They won't.
next week it's away at Swansea.
Yeah, and
you know what I mean? It's like why?
It will be a
Liverpool?
loss that doesn't need to happen, and it will happen, and it will just be like, come on, guys, again.
Yeah.
Pattern up, man.
But then Tottenham are Tottenham.
Listen, you're gonna ask me about Tottenham. You're gonna ask. Listen,
Thing is, I said to him, Tottenham are gonna finish above you.
I
Yeah.
said to this guy.
He said to me for
From March, I think it was like from March, when they were 7 points clean. I said Tottenham's the only team. This defines them. The only team to be in a 2-horse title race and finish
finish
third.
third.
That's Tottenham in a nutshell. If someone asks me what do you think about them, I'll tell them this year. As much of the years I've cussed him over the last few years, and it has been tight, it's been close. I shouldn't get too cocky. But then again, when you've watched Spurs year in, year out.
But yeah, I want to say, what are we thinking about Kane?
I don't give two flying monkeys about Kane. Listen, Kane will probably start scoring in October, yeah, and might get his 20 goals in the year.
Like gassing him up again.
And then the gas.
I saw he did the same thing last season and he didn't score for like games at the
he
beginning.
didn't score for 10 games last season.
I do think Janssen could end up surprising.
I like the look of Janssen. There's something about him that I do like, the way he moves, the quickness of him. It seems like that number 9 shirt gets cursed though, because whoever has that number 9, whether it's Soldado and all those guys, Pavlyuchenko, it seems to get a bit of a curse. But I like the look of Janssen.
What was Darren Bent number 9 as well?
He was a Spurs player, wasn't he? Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember what number he was.
Yeah, good luck.
What about Burma?
He was the best 9 they've had. He was the best 9. I think.
Good luck to Spurs in the Champions League, innit?
Hold tight there a minute.
But can you see the Liverpool situation? Can Jurgen Klopp, please. M² equals disaster. You can't go to the season with Milner and Moreno as left backs and expect to be we're not serious. Now, do you know what it is? So, you remember all that chicken here, innit?
Yeah.
When you go to the shop, there's 2 wings. There's normal wings, there's barbecue wings, yeah? If you get a normal wing and you put barbecue sauce on it, does that become a barbecue wing? It's not. So fam, Milner is not a left back. Playing him at left back won't make him a left back. Please.
But then he's dipping him in left back sauce.
Left back sauce. It's not working, bro. And fam, until the window's gone, this midfield situation, it needs to sort out. To be fair,
that is funny though.
It was one of Henderson's better games, but
it's funny.
I'll ask the same question I asked last week and the week before. Why did he sign Wijnaldum?
I don't know.
I don't understand.
I'm looking at Emre Can. I'm thinking, what?
No, he's injured.
Because I would take him at Arsenal within a flash.
Really?
Because he can play at centre back too. He's a good player.
He's a footballer.
He's a good player. He's better than Coquelin. Do you know what I'm saying? I'll take Emre Can.
Emre Can is better than Coquelin.
I believe 21 years of age. And you look at Coquelin, I'll take Emre Can.
Emre Can is better than Coquelin.
Thank you very much.
Ernest, that's not even a question. Of course Emre Can's better.
German international.
Footballer.
Emre Can.
His only problem, he thinks he's Superman. No, he can't kick the ball past the fastest right back in the league and expect to get it.
He does that.
But other than that, and he likes to roll up his stocks and his muscles.
I'm a big,
Other than that,
I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm a big fan of Emre Can. I'm a massive fan of it.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, do you know what it is? Though I'm thinking like the time that I saw him at Bayern Munich, I was like, bruh. Another Bayern youngster giving away to Leverkusen, yeah? Then he was at Leverkusen, they played him at left back. I was like, bruh.
I mean, he was the number 10 in the under 21.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, what is this man's
and I can't get it out of my head. I'm confused as to what his strength is. And also at Liverpool, Brendan Rodgers made me think bad of him because he played him at centre back. So I was like, so how good is this guy?
Played him at right back.
I think in that Coquelin role, I think that's his best position.
But if Klopp doesn't see it, then there's an issue.
No, but yeah.
But it goes back to his question. Wijnaldum and Henderson?
Yeah, because the
goes
thing
back to his question.
is, if Can isn't the answer, then
why is Wijnaldum the answer?
It is puzzling.
That's what I'm
I don't know how it's set up.
There's a curse. There's something that happens, bro. What is it that make? What are you thinking?
Can we move over to North London and talk Arsenal? Is there anything else you want to speak about Spurs or Liverpool?
Well, I'm saying Klopp knows what to do. Well, I don't even know if he knows what to do.
He's a good manager.
Klopp,
I mean, yeah.
Klopp, do the thing.
I'm sure there's a peace of mind in the back of your heart at least, where you're just thinking, you know, at least it's Klopp, and at least we've got some good players.
Yeah, granted, but still,
maybe he's eating whatever.
Matip looks like he's going to stay in that centre back role as well. It's about time as well.
Sacco, I don't know what's happening. I'm hearing he's going to go to Stoke.
Send him off because he's causing you carnage at Liverpool. He's putting down your PR.
What did he do?
No, because of his outside stuff.
What did he do?
Obviously sniffing the
Fam, he cheated.
No, it was legal.
Cheated in the game.
What he took was legal.
If it was legal, then why are they considering investigation on it?
Because UEFA don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So why did Klopp drop him?
Because it looks bad if you play a player that has bad PR.
So what, go on?
No, it's because he came to dinner 10 minutes late, that's why.
Oh, for flip's sake. There's the players you need to get out of the club.
Oh,
If you're serious about winning league titles.
For me, the reason why you need to get Saka out of the club is that haircut, bruv.
He's not
Like,
good.
it's
He's
not.
just not good
Well,
anymore.
the blonde mohawk.
He had a good year, I think, at PSG. That's about it.
Looking like Cisco, huh? But
Yeah, I just don't think he's good enough. I don't think he's good
no.
enough.
Towards
Liverpool.
the back end of last season, he was our best centre back.
Liverpool.
He was amazing.
I think he's been your best centre back,
Yeah, no,
which says a lot about Liverpool.
Don't care.
Now you got that Cameroon Matip looking good.
Joel Matip, listen, people have been rinsing that Schalke team, bruv. They've got some good players.
Still, they do get
For me, I'd take Max Meyer, but you guys have too many attacking players in that.
a couple man need to cut still.
Yeah. A defensive midfielder is needed still.
Needed.
Right, Watford 1, Arsenal 3.
We can speak good about Arsenal this week.
Vicarage Road.
No.
Can we?
No.
I thought it was a very good first half
As
performance.
in, we can't.
Bro,
They
it's
won't.
business
They
as
won't
usual,
bend.
bro.
I think,
Exactly.
It's business as usual.
Why are we applauding what they should do?
No. I'm saying it's not. We're not coming here to rant.
No, my thing is that if you're gonna rant for us like drawing or losing, then let's have a few applaudits for winning at least.
Yeah.
You know, it's our first win of the season.
Yeah.
It's business.
Arsenal beat Watford 3-1.
No. It's
First win of
business
the
as
season.
usual.
First win of the season. The team's been getting better anyway each week.
Get it better.
Getting
Why
better
were we not ready, though?
for the beginning of the
season,
season.
bro.
And we're back there.
Yeah,
Dude,
bro.
those days
We
are
should
gone.
need to be ready.
It's
bro.
over now.
I'm
It's
not gonna
no,
lie,
it's
I don't
business
want to
as
have this
usual.
It's
discussion
over.
again, bruv.
It's
over.
business as usual, yeah.
What,
You
beat
signed a
Watford?
striker, yeah. We should beat Watford, bro.
Two signings, sorry. not bad
Holden's been
signings.
good. Holden's been good. I like him.
Yeah.
Because Shawnee should have started with him.
Yeah, he should have.
Straight.
Yeah.
Straight.
You learn
Guy
from the
looks
mistake.
good, bro.
You learn from the mistake. He made a
Guy,
mistake.
no, the
He
guy
made a
looks
massive
good. No,
mistake.
I'm praising him. The guy
Yeah.
looks good. You might have centre back there, innit?
Yeah.
But I should have, Shawnee should have played.
Mustafi's gone over the line, and Perez, I think, is almost over the line.
I just read something about his
I thought Perez was done.
his press
See,
conference has
I'm
been
worried,
postponed.
though.
Who's?
Perez.
Oh, Perez.
It's an organisational issue.
Okay.
His press
So,
conference has been
I'll say almost. I don't want to say nothing until I see the print name on the shirt.
Yellow, bro.
It's I know what number you're wearing. Even Mustafi, I need to. But you know what they've done on the Arsenal website? If you look at trying to put a name on the back of your shirt, they took Debusshy's name off. Do you think there's anything to look into that? For the fact that he wears number 2 at Germany.
I think there is. When we're about to sign Mkhitaryan, you go on the United website. There were options for Mkhitaryan shirts.
Yeah, there was.
They actually had his name
Before we even announced it.
way before we announced it.
That's a massive mare.
Well, yes
Well,
and no.
yes, it was like-
I think United always uses those things to their advantage.
No, but
Because
as in, like, do you think somebody said, yeah, let's go ahead and do that?
I think someone intentionally said, let's make that
it wasn't
mistake.
on.
I genuinely think
It
United
wasn't
do that
on
on
for long.
purpose.
It wasn't on for long.
Oh,
but
it was taken
there.
off?
Yeah, it was taken
Oh
off.
my gosh, I thought that was.
Anyway, but yeah, no, look, 3 points,
3 points.
3 good goals. I'm content. You know what I'm saying? I'm content with that.
No,
I
it was
was,
good- it
I
was a
was
good
disappointed.
performance.
If you could
I
get
was-
4 points, then it's like
I was disappointed with the conceding of our goal, but at the same time, Walcott's ball fantastic to Alexis. I think Alexis.
No, you know what?
That touch was.
What Walcott? That
Hey.
cross was hard.
And then I like Alexis's finish. I like Cazorla's penalty, and who scored that? Özil's header. Again, good ball from Alexis. I can't fault.
Can't
any
complain,
team
yeah.
Of the weekend. Do you know what I'm saying?
Can't complain.
Listen,
That first one was good.
that striker though, I don't know, bro.
What, Lucas?
I don't know.
But it shows. It just goes to show that sometimes it's like, look, when Arsenal do have their players.
No,
when
but
all the players are
here's
there,
where
it's
I'm
all
coming from, yeah? Like, you know when Fergie knew he's going to retire, bro? Man said, alright, boom, Van Persie, let me get my guy, bro. Wenger's in the year of his last year of his contract, bro. And
He's
you
getting a
put
new contract. This
and
last year nonsense talk.
and you're putting faith
Why
in
is even a conversation?
bro, if this guy gets, he
Man,
doesn't win the league, bro.
But have you looked at? Does he look like a guy who's having
Because
one more year?
listen, yeah.
Like
And you
he's
got to
having
consider
just
this,
a
bro.
final
I thought it was
Consider
in
this.
Sanjaka.
No. Consider this, yeah. Ozil and Sanchez are in the last year. They got 2 years left, yeah.
Including this season.
Including this season, bro.
So next summer it's just one more year.
Wow.
If we don't win Jack, bro, they're gone, bro.
We'll see. I think it's
Right.
But
early
like,
doors.
let's say we sign. Alright, let's
we're in
just say
August.
we sign Higuain, yeah, and then they decide, I don't want to stay. Then cool. But if they go because you got.
See, that example makes me laugh because of one reason. It's like, actually 2 reasons. He's old, and you have to walk out like,
75 million.
no, more. What?
Because
To take Higuain off Juventus?
Because the way they put it in euros, wasn't it?
Oh
Like
no, I'm
95
saying
million?
before he went to Juventus.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you meant no.
No, now 90 mil.
No,
90
it's not going to be 90 mil.
Listen,
Me, I'm just thinking long term. That's just the way I think, innit?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, for me, I'm looking at one game.
The question is Wenger even going to touch the league title? Like, because if we're comparing him to Ferguson, is he even going to touch the league?
What's the point of the season, bro?
Oscar, do you think Arsenal will sniff around the league title this year? Sniff.
You might get a sniff. I don't know if you're touching anywhere near it though. I think over the first week everyone was bare complaining.
Because I'm looking at it. I'm seeing the way Guardiola's doing madness with Man City. Yeah, I'm looking at United, Mourinho with United, Chelsea. You know, has a
and I'm not 100% confident. Like, we're going to do what Ferguson
I'm looking at you, man. Yeah, you look serious.
There's a reason to,
we're 6 points. We're 6 points behind you. We've dropped 5 points. So how many points have we dropped?
Yeah, we're 5 points behind now. But I always think what I don't like about the comparisons of other managers is just because everyone's played different teams. Do you know what I mean? It's not like we can compare what was it like when United played Watford, Arsenal played Watford, Chelsea played Watford. No. But it's like I think United's start of the season was easy.
100%.
Yeah, and I think Man City's was easy. Do you know what I'm saying? And then I think you look at who else is there? Chelsea. Chelsea's was easy. Do you know what I'm saying? When you look at Arsenal's, it was not hard, but it was just a bit.
It was the hardest.
It was difficult. And bear in mind, that's why I said about the West Ham argument we were having earlier. I was like, look, West Ham had a tough start to get City and Chelsea within 3 games, both away.
You got to look at both teams. Look at both teams were unprepared, bro. One's got Europa. The other one hasn't made the signings that you need.
It's that though. It's the lack of preparedness.
I agree on you with that. It's just about his preparation.
And it's like, why do you always have to make things strenuous?
And those points count, bro.
I said it last season. This guy is Van Gaal's cousin. Them man are from the same family. They're stubborn for no reason.
And those points count at the end of this thing.
Like, what I don't like the most about the Arsenal situation is that we're always the team chasing. Always. And I can't stand that. Why are we always chasing? Do you know
and for me, those things are sackable.
Like I don't mind. See that the other season when we were like January, we were leading the Liverpool one where we were leading. I don't mind that season. And you just
remember that transfer window was also shocking because remember it was only when we signed Özil last day. Then we were like,
but that you can.
And we didn't sign a striker.
We still the whole Bell thing.
We still didn't sign a striker.
Yeah, but at that point,
that was the odd thing.
But at that point, I was complaining. Yeah, Giroud is not that. What was I complaining at that moment?
He's not that good. Agreed.
What was I complaining? We came. That was 2012, yeah.
Because we wanted Suarez and we wanted Higuain.
I think that was 2013.
The 13-14 season.
Because we banned 13-14 season, so
13-14 season.
And 13-14 was when you lot.
That's when Ramsey shot up, and it was like,
you lot were 8 points clear.
I don't know what I was complaining about that year.
No, we complain because it goes back to the transfer window.
And it could have been Suarez.
Arsenal's issue every summer.
It was January.
Suarez and Higuain.
No. That one was January. No.
January's tough, man.
We were leading, yeah. It was that January one. That's window. When I started complaining. Why didn't you send a backup?
My frustration with Arsenal every season.
Because my man got injured for like 2 months.
Yeah. Özil's what got.
I was frustrated at the fact that you don't we always go back to the window. You know, at the end of the season, it's like so tiring talking about this league because we always go back to the summer and then you go to January. It's very difficult to sign a player in January. I mean, you know, so it's annoying. It's annoying because guess what? If we do lose the league title this year, guess what I'll be looking at? The transfer window, yet again, and that's the frustration on my part. Not on Wenger as a manager, not on Wenger and his tactical, whatever. But then at the same time, I'm looking at it like, Arsenal's got a good enough team to beat the sides we're losing to.
This is what I'm saying, blood.
There's that too. Do you know what I'm saying? There's also that argument as well. It's just annoying. Anyway.
But listen, positive, it's good, didn't it?
Now that we got a break.
I'm just saying, bro. Like,
I think
hopefully our players will be fit and ready to start.
You got Champions League, you got PSG. We were garbage at the moment.
I wouldn't say they're garbage. I'm not worried about PSG like most teams would be.
No, I don't think you should.
We have to top the group.
I think this group you can top it.
But it's one of the first times when we've been able to say that.
Yeah.
No, but we have to top the group.
Because looking at your group, PSG, their lead star is Cavani, who is having mares right now.
He's looking
awful. It's early, guys. It's early. We're still in August.
Looking at him.
We're still in August.
I will say this though.
Did you see that compilation?
I will say this
on
though.
Twitter of Cavani.
Cavani is a Miss King.
I haven't seen that.
No, you need to
and
see
they
it.
quoted 50-odd million for that one.
No, you need to see it. That
Now,
compilation.
Pete, you legit need to see it. The whole game, man, was just terrible.
It was terrible. And again, in this Monaco game that recently happened.
Passes, misses, everything.
It's missing sitters.
That's what I mean. You're not that
One
guy,
on
bro.
ones from.
Anyway,
You're actually not
is
that guy,
there any other teams to mention?
What's
There's
the
a few games that went on.
Games were boring, bro.
Leicester.
Oh, they got the
Leicester.
win. Yeah, Leicester
They
City
did.
got a win
Leicester
over
City
Swansea.
with that wet pitch.
Obviously, that vintage, like Robin was saying earlier, vintage Vardy goal. It was a typical Vardy sort of Leicester kind of
Drink
goal.
water, bro.
That is Jamie Vardy's first party of the season.
It is indeed. But yeah, I was gutted about Mahrez missing the penalty because I captained him on fantasy. But you know,
Got 0
whatever.
points.
0 points.
Hey, Mahrez is a waste, man. How can you do that to us?
You know he's missed 3 out of 4
Can I
penalties.
ask you a question? Do you think Arsenal's still on his mind?
Yep.
Yes.
Does he look like a player that's still playing as if Arsenal's on his mind?
Yep.
Because he was a bit quiet against Arsenal. I don't think he was. I didn't see him much against Swansea. The penalty against Hull, I think, was like his only thing in that game too. I wonder if he's still got that in the back of his mind.
He needs to get over it, man. It's not happening.
I mean, it was in his hands.
Don't complain and sign a new contract.
It was in his hands.
Don't do
Sign a
that.
new contract.
Nah, don't.
I know it was in his hands, but why would he even start thinking now? Why are you thinking for? You're the one that rejected the club, so
Wait, what Arsenal in for him though?
Yes.
Yes.
Undercover.
my G.
No, publicly I wasn't public. It was undercover.
No, because I've heard like Wenger doing secret admirer saying, "Oh yeah, I like him." I think, but like, was there like
Yeah,
money?
I think there was intent.
Yeah, that was
I think
intent,
that was
bro.
intent.
Undercover, bro.
I think there
But
was
they didn't
intent.
put in the bid.
He
the only thing.
just rejected.
And then
all
he
the
just
facts.
said, I'll sign a contract.
I'll sign a new contract.
But then if you want to leave, why sign it?
yeah, that's the
Yeah, but to be fair, we don't know if he wants to leave. We're just saying based on one bad game.
He wanted to
might
leave.
wanna
One,
It was on Sky Sports. Ranieri said in the summer, in the pre-season, Arsenal is on Mahrez's mind, and that's why he's not playing properly in pre-season.
Oh,
If I can find
okay.
the article, I'll
he
put
said
it
that
up.
in pre-season.
He said in pre-season, he said Mahrez is thinking about Arsenal too much.
Shocking.
And Ranieri's one of those guys he doesn't know PR, so he just says it.
He says it.
He just says it because he thinks he's just being
no
honest.
filter from.
Yeah.
True, that's very true.
You know, somewhere around North London, there is a guy walking around with an Arsenal shirt with Mahrez on the back.
Yes.
He might not be in North London.
No,
though.
he's a mug.
He might be
He is
abroad,
a
man.
mug.
That man there are mugs.
I think he's a legend.
That man there are mugs. But and is there anyone else to also talk about?
Yeah, no,
The rest of the
it's
games were
nah.
dead, bro.
Rest of the games were kind of. I like Borough got a point away at West Brom. Borough
Dead
getting
game.
points. They're getting points on the board. They haven't lost.
I
They haven't lost
waste
a game.
no time with watching West Brom games.
Oh yeah, neither do I.
I waste
Middlesbrough haven't
no
lost a
time.
game this season, which is pretty
Nah,
good.
Middlesbrough, good.
That's pretty decent. That's pretty decent on their part. All right, should we do goal of the week?
I think we should do goal of the month. End of the month now.
Oh, ban that.
It's hard to cast your mind back.
I'm not gonna remember all that.
You don't remember all those. We're not matching the day.
Do you remember all them
I
goals?
remember.
He's got a United.
Well,
player in
we
his
just the thing is, you only
Coutinho's
need
on
to
my
take
mind.
the 3 goals of the week
That's
and
what
then
I'm
choose
saying,
the goal
yeah.
of the month out of those 3.
Agreed. That's true. I don't remember who got goal of the week over the last 3 weeks, Oscar. I'm not gonna lie to you. Over the last 2 weeks.
I will stick to the
The
same.
other one was Coutinho.
But yeah,
The other one-
team of the week.
Goal,
Goal
bro.
of the week.
Goal of the week.
I'm going with Alexis. That's right. I said it.
Alright.
That's right. Because I know I'm getting some faces looking at me. Because I thought it was just a deft touch.
Anyone
Between
else?
Hazard's up there.
Hazard.
Hazard, come
Hazard's
on.
up there.
I quite like the build-up play for Vardy's one.
For Vardy. What build up?
Well, not
Like,
the
Johnny
build-up,
Drunk
but
was through balls,
more
man.
the winning of the ball and the pass and then the finish.
Vardy's was a good
Goal of the week.
Any other contenders, lads?
Sanchez.
I just love the Walcott ball and then Sanchez is just light touch.
Sterling's goal was
If it was
good.
me,
Sterling's was also good
if it
football.
was Messi,
Come on,
it would be
fam.
Watford.
How is
be honest,
Sanchez's goal even in this list? Come on, let's not.
How what?
How is Sanchez's goal even on this list?
Oscar, you mad?
Bro, if Southampton scored that goal, it would not be on the list. Like, let's be
the
real.
finish. Like,
Bro,
bro,
the Ozil goal was better.
I was just gonna say, my goal of the week was the Ozil goal.
I like Sanchez because of the finish. I love Walcott's ball and the finish.
I
And
like Sterling's goal.
Robin's going for a Man City player. That's shocking. Former Liverpool as well. Oh my god.
You know, are picking these
That's a double
tap-ins,
whammy.
bro. Hazard is the one.
So Oscar's voting for Hazard. Ernest, where's your vote?
You know what? I'll give it to Hazard. I'll give it to
Oh,
Hazard.
darn it. Hazard, yeah. Okay, David.
Sanchez.
Get me. Sanchez. Go on,
I'm not
Adrian.
sure if I'm reminiscing, but I love the Vardy goal.
Vardy, okay.
I feel it just reminded me of last season.
Alright.
Eden Hazard.
Oh, you're such vermin. What happened to Leicester? What happened to
vermin, bro.
Sterling? You mug.
No, I said.
Alright, fine.
Man.
Hazard gets goal of the week.
No, but Hazard's goal was it?
It was.
No, it was
One better
a
than
good goal.
Sanchez. But yeah, it was a good goal. Team of the week.
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Yeah.
Chelsea team of the week.
Chelsea.
What do you lot think?
Yeah, man.
Oh, definitely.
Chelsea.
Chelsea, bro.
Come on, lads, let's just have it.
Shut it down, yeah.
No. Watch that game again.
Chelsea
turned up, bro. Fair enough, it's Burnley.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But it was a typical Chelsea. First 45 minutes, shut the game down. Let's go home.
I thought when I watched the game, I thought, Man City on a shoe-in for this. I thought City would win it just because they beat West Ham.
No, but they conceded a goal.
Yeah.
No. I don't think you understand. Chelsea were locked tight at the back.
Alright.
Sick up front.
Chelsea
Honestly.
it is, man. Chelsea
And
got,
Peter,
yes.
remember when I said when I didn't dare to utter what I'm about to say now?
Yeah.
Kante,
Yeah.
Makelele version 2.0.
I agree.
Because I was hesitant. I was hesitant to say it.
Short, black and bold. Is that
Yes, and he can play ball.
and plays for Chelsea.
Yes, all of that.
Okay.
Fab.
Do we do player of the week? I've forgotten.
No, we haven't done it.
We don't do player of the week, do we?
No, we do.
Oh, we do, but we haven't done it.
We haven't done
player of the week. Okay, guys, player of the week.
I think that's Sterling, bro.
Yeah.
There's a few.
I was gonna say Kante, but nah, Sterling was sick.
I was gonna say Sanchez still goal and assist. I ain't gonna lie, but
Nah.
I'm gonna go Sanchez. He was involved in all 3 goals for Arsenal.
Raheem Sterling for me. Like, I love it when a player makes me shut my mouth, bro. Like, he's been sick.
Yeah, granted. I give.
He's been sick.
No, but you know what it is? He's
The
always
revival.
had it, but it's literally he's been end products.
Yeah, it's
But
always
now-
been the end.
It's always been the end.
But it's also been Brendan Rodgers.
Yeah.
No!
Yeah, bro.
13,
I'm
14.
I'm sorry.
No, I thought you managed him
I'm
more
sorry.
13, 14.
I'm sorry. Your coaching is poor, bro.
Let's do a vote.
You cannot
Robin,
coach, bro.
Raheem Sterling.
Raheem.
Raheem number 2.
Raheem.
Raheem 3.
Raheem.
God. At Sanchez. Oscar.
I said Sanchez, but
Sanchez, you?
well done to Raheem anyway.
Raheem. But Danny Boy for Leicester gets a shout out as well.
Danny Boy.
Drink water.
Drink water.
Yeah, Drinkwater is made.
Okay.
He's
All
not
right.
that guy.
Raheem Sterling gets player of the week. So, not that guy this week.
I don't even know, bro.
Talk to us.
I don't even have
Who's not that guy this week? There's a few men. Shay Given in goal. Did you see the penalty?
That was unfortunate.
I know.
Why were we all blaming him? Like, it wasn't his fault. Like, I was so harsh. Like,
Mahrez's penalty miss?
hey, bro, I'll give you one. He plays for my team.
Yo, Rooney again, bro.
Rooney's not that guy.
He's not that guy of the year, though.
Rooney
With
is
the
not that-
assist.
Hey,
Hey, nah, do you know what? Morris deserves it.
I lie.
Sorry.
Mahrez
how
hasn't
did
been
you
there.
tell the team won, though?
Yeah, but he missed the penalty.
I mean, to be
He
honest,
missed the penalty,
Rooney's team.
and he's got Arsenal on his mind.
Yeah, Rooney's team.
Rooney's team
For the fact that he's got Arsenal still on his mind. I think Mahrez gets it.
There's
I
no
don't
one,
know.
there's no one else, bro.
Number 10, Man United.
But he gave an assist, bro.
So what?
I haven't.
Don't flipping lose the ball, bro.
Actually, nah, hold on.
Shawcross though.
Do you think
What about
Roy
Shawcross?
Keane would have lost the ball?
Shawcross, yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Think about it. Shawcross
Hold
for the
on.
second week in a
Hold
row
on.
conceded a penalty by touching
Hold
holding
on.
a player's shirt.
Aguero gets a
When
shout.
will he learn?
Aguero gets a shout.
Why does Aguero?
Aguero's in there.
the
Aguero's in
elbow,
there still.
Moving at the rock.
If he gets that bad, he's
Wait,
not
is
that.
this a moral vote or is it?
No, I think it's just because it's outlandish from
Yeah.
Aguero.
Aguero gets a shout.
Where did that come from?
Aguero gets a shout.
But I don't think he wins it.
But he's South American.
He's in the conversation. But I don't think he wins.
Aguero's in there.
Rooney wins it.
He's not Rooney.
Rooney's king.
It's
Rooney's not in there.
refs,
Rooney
man.
got an assist. Leave the guy
I
alone.
like.
How about the refs, bro?
What's wrong with the refs?
All
Which
these
one?
pens, bro. I
Yeah,
swear
it's
down,
bad
bro.
penalties this year, bro.
No, what I mean
rule.
is inconsistency.
Yeah, real talk.
Can't- in one game, yeah, they warned him.
Matip.
They warned him.
They just warned him.
Hey, bro, yeah.
That should have been penalty.
Yeah,
They
there
warned
was,
him.
nah, bro. I swear that this has to be the most given penalties in the weekend.
It's
bro.
because of the new rule.
Yeah.
When you pull a
Real
shirt,
talk, those
that
are
that
right
pulled
penalties
shirt
this
rule.
weekend.
But
Come on,
fam, if you put in a new wall, you have to.
And I'm not gonna lie, because of that rule, I'm happy Smalling isn't playing.
All right, voting time. Voting time. Robin, give me your guy.
I'm sure
I am
Sarah's
giving
happy.
it to
Skells,
Kun
man.
Aguero for the elbow.
Sergio.
Rash.
You, Ernest.
Wayne.
Wayne Rooney. I'm going with Mahrez.
Oh, Adrian.
Mahrez, man, that was poor.
Oscar.
Riyad Mahrez.
Fam, you were the PFA Player of the Year last year. You scored how many goals? Double-digit goals, double-digit assists. Like, yo, you won the Prem, and you try to come to Arsenal, bro. And it's not happening. You signed a new contract. You shouldn't be on that, man. Riyad Mahrez, you're not that guy, cuz! Sort it out, bro! Sort it out, mate.
Got fixtures for next week.
That's in 2 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah,
Lad, sort it out, mate.
Because
International break.
Play your football,
International. What have we got for...
Right,
When we get
Saturday starts
Bearing in mind,
Saturday
teams will have
the
new
Wait. Can I ask you? I know no one wants to talk about England, yeah, because it's just so trash, yeah. I can ask you one question. Yeah, do you think Sam Allardyce has got it good because no one's got expectations for England, or worse because nobody actually cares?
But we don't care.
We don't
Do you know what made me think a lot about this England thing though? Yeah, is the pool of players that they get to choose from. But we still got Jackie Elkin on this side. Like that says a lot in terms of what are the choices up for, in our defence. You look at seeing Shaw come back was kind of cool. It was, I was happy for that. But just you look at, we haven't even got two teams. We've got only one team that's okay. Did you catch my drift? It's a sad time at the minute, man. I
think it's a brilliant time.
I'm quite gutted, man.
I think that hopefully my estimations are going to come to life. I think that England should forget about international football for the next 15, 20 years.
15?
I've been saying this for a minute.
That's too long.
Listen.
15.
I don't think the next generation is going to help us too much. But I do think that coaching these guys to play football and to not just run around like Henderson.
Oh, I know.
Nice.
Henderson is the representation of why England is bad. He's the epitome of why England is bad. His
On your argument of Rooney, I'd say Rooney is. For your
do you want me to start?
Go on.
I said I wasn't going to kick off in the Man United segment.
Yeah,
I'm not opening it.
You stuck it on Henderson.
No, I'm not opening it.
you need to open that kind of worms.
Rooney is Pandora's box. If I open Rooney, I won't stop. I don't want to make it about Rooney, so I'm going to choose Henderson. His
Not
flipping.
Lallana, not like...
Lallana is a better football player than people give him credit for.
Thank you.
No,
Cool.
he's not of that quality. He's not in that top 6 quality.
Of course not.
Yeah, that's why.
Who England players?
No, as in the top 6 clubs in the Premier League, I'm saying.
Okay,
he
fair
plays for
enough.
Liverpool, and I think Liverpool is above his weight.
But do you know what it is? He's a weird one, I think five-a-side football, he bang. I don't know. I feel like physically, technically he's amazing, but physically,
I think he's technically very good.
There's something wrong with him.
Technically good, but I think he punches above his weight.
It's like Wes Houlihan. You know, the players like ballers, but just like you don't want to fight him.
So like for me,
like technical.
I think this whole thing
England are just
this whole thing of people like Rashford going to the under-21s, I think is brilliant. I think it's good because that's where England should be going.
We've done football wrong, blood.
And for me, coaching has been the issue.
No, here's what I'm saying, bro. All our best players, get upgraded to the senior squad. Well, why do you think Germany and Spain always?
This is what I'm saying. 15, 20 years.
Because if you said to me, like, you know what, get your Rashfords and your Luke Shaws and
bruv, get them all winning,
that
age
group there, if they kept the same team playing the same, keep the same squad for years to come, then I would be like, cool, let's just see how this runs out in the next 5 or 10 years. But just the fact that now we're still talking Defoe, we're still talking maybe Mark Noble. It's like
let this older generation die out.
Yeah.
Not literally.
No, but
let them go. Which is why it's a brilliant time for England.
Don't have a player over 25.
Let them go. If you want to put Antonio there, let him play because he's not great anyway. Yeah. But for me, England for me need to learn how to play football, bruv. That's the first thing. Why is it that
that's a culture thing though?
Which is what I'm saying 15, 20 years, because I think Rashford's group would be good, but are they going to win the World Cup? I don't know. I would like for them to listen. I don't hate England, but I'd like for them to win the World Cup. Yeah, but I do think that there comes a stage where we need to really look at grassroots football. Yeah, like we really need to stop talking about it and actually look at coaching these guys with the best of the best in world football. Where you get them, I don't care where you get them from. But I can't have this long ball flipping, we try a thing in 2014 and we still can't play football because these men don't have it fundamentally in their system to have a perfect touch, technical ability be on point, and have an awareness of the game. Because we played an old man Italy in 2014 and what happened? We got opened up. That's what happened, yeah? We got opened up by Uruguay. Why are we getting opened up by Uruguay?
Wow.
You rate Cavani and maybe Suarez and a couple golden, fine. But apart from that, come on, bruv. These teams should not be beating England. Never. No way. And they make noise about St. George's Park, best facilities. Facilities don't make football players. That's it. You need coaching, bruv. You need to teach a man how to read a game.
Yeah. For me, I think it boils down to two things. First of all, as Ernest is saying, grassroots football. Sunday League, 7-year-olds. When in doubt, kick it out. We're in what it should be. when in
Fam,
doubt.
they're playing 11 aside at 7 years old as well.
Man, I think they've changed that now.
Bro, I remember when Michael used to play football at like the age of 10, 11 aside, blood.
And what was they telling him?
Like,
what was they telling him?
Sitting there like, bruh.
He can't keep. You know what I'm saying? Like, get it smaller.
No,
keep the ball past the ball.
They've changed it now. They're trying to change it, my boy. It's down to the manager, bruv.
And this is for me the epitome of what England is about. Yeah. Did you see the media's reaction to Joe Hart being dropped? How can you drop him? You don't understand football.
Wow.
So you think that the way you don't understand football is right. You don't get football, bruv. Honestly. And they rate man for hard work still.
Did you see the goal they almost scored Man City, the third goal where Caballero just trips over into who was it to? De Bruyne. Boom.
I was like, sick.
Pep.
Oscar, why did you bring up England, please?
What
did you say?
So why did you bring up England?
And then even then, you have to wait for World Cup. Yeah, Rooney's gonna be.
Rooney will start.
But when he should be starting.
One thing you lot got to remember is that one thing people always forget about tournaments is that they're so far apart that the next tournament they're going to be players that we wouldn't even expect to be in the squad that are starters. Because in 2014 there was no Harry Kane, there was no Vardy, there was no Rashford, there was no Danny Rose. These men were not making the squad, but then you put them as starters in this one. So before, like you couldn't even pick the team that's going to play in the World Cup in 2 years.
I agree, bro, but they'll still be rubbish anyways.
Next week's fixtures, or the week after, when the deadline shuts and when the international break is over. Robin, what do we have? 12:45.
12:30 now.
30, sorry,
12:30. We moved it. It is the big one. The Manchester.
That's why I've been missing
Derby.
a lot of games.
Okay, so, is it the Manchester Derby? 12:30.
Manchester Derby. 12:30.
Old Trafford, lads.
Old
Trafford.
Trafford. It's
Oscar,
game
let's get your
on.
prediction.
I'm going to go with draw, 2-2. Score draw.
Score draw, yeah. Robin?
Manchester's red.
Manchester's red. Ernest?
United will win.
United.
Especially when Rooney comes off.
David?
City.
Adrian?
If Aguero's playing City, if not United.
I'm going with a draw. Next game?
3 o'clock. Starting off with the mighty Arsenal, as they call it, against Southampton.
That should be a sick game.
That should be a very good.
Sofiane Boufal.
Guys, if this is not a full house, I am questioning everyone.
Then you don't know what is.
I'm questioning.
You don't know what.
You don't know what it is. Listen, Arsenal home win 3 points. It's not even a question.
Oh, it is.
It is a question.
No, it's not.
It is a question.
Not with this
Do you trust your team?
Not with the Southampton
Do
side.
you trust your team?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do. But no, it's the Southampton side that we're playing. It's not Southampton that we should be scared of, that we've been scared of over the last couple of years. Adrian.
Pete, I've got 2 words for you, Pete.
Go on.
Nathan Redmond.
Cheers, mate. Rob Holding in the back pocket.
Oyster card keys, thank you very much. For me, comprehensive Arsenal victory. This Southampton lot, I don't know what they're on this season.
Yeah.
But they look a far cry from their last 2 managers.
Yeah, they do. Although this
Man said
manager
a
is
far
good,
cry.
this manager is good. I think it's just going to take him a while to adapt. It's not the French league, you know what I mean?
But dude, you see, with this league, you have to adapt quick or you perish. When you drop down a division.
You adapt quick or you perish. Robin, Arsenal or Southampton. The fact he's even. I'm not even looking at you anymore. I'm not even going to look at you. What do you think? What do you reckon? Go on, just say it.
No. Honestly, I'm thinking draw.
For flip's sake.
Arsenal should win, but
3 o'clock in the sunshine at the Emirates? No, mate.
Carzola.
Ernest.
Arsenal win.
Arsenal win. David?
I just think it will be a funny win.
David?
Arsenal.
Oscar, what do you say?
Arsenal are going to bring some false hope to their fans, and they're going to win.
I'm so confused by that statement. If we win, there's nothing to
but it's false.
No, because it's like, ooh, the grass is green now.
Yeah, 2 wins on the bounce. You brought in 2 new players. It's all going to be great.
Consistency. Like I said, one game at a time.
No, we'll do the quadruple, boy.
One game at a time.
Quadruple.
One game at a time. What's next?
My phone's died. It is Bournemouth versus West Brom.
Bournemouth at home to West Brom.
Yes.
What a snooze fest. Go on, Bournemouth. All right, Bournemouth. Let's do it.
Can we pause?
Yes.
Why is Tony Pulis a manager still?
No, don't ask me that question. 'Cause this is another one of those managers that I've put up on there. I've put up on the poster board alongside Alan Pardew. Don't ask me about Tony Pulis.
Honest, no, the honest answer, he'll keep your team in the Prem. That's it. That's the honest answer.
Bro, have you noticed, the trash...
Do the West Brom owners love Tony Pulis' football?
They don't love football.
No, real talk. Real talk.
It's awful, man.
Real talk.
That man were
I
getting
hear
rid
you,
of
man.
Di Matteo and that, innit? Oh, listen, I don't...
Why did they get rid of Di Matteo?
Because they were playing attractive football.
When he was sponsored by Zoopla.
Bro.
Steve Clark used to bang 4 forwards at once.
Real talk, how is that?
Yeah, they used to have Lukaku, Rosenberg, Fortune,
Them man,
even Odenwengi maybe even. Them days.
them man were third at one point under Clark, you know. Third.
Fam, they were popping. Nah, but one thing, when they were losing, 4 up front.
Yeah, I remember he lost 3 games in a row, got sacked. Quick!
No, but I think it was more like 10 still.
Nah, but he was playing like Chelsea, United, and all that. He was playing all them lot first, and then he got sacked. Stupid. But I listen, West Bromwich, I don't know, but I'm going with I hope it's a full house Bournemouth win. Oscar, where you at?
Yeah, full house Bournemouth.
Ernest, Bournemouth?
Honestly, don't care about this game.
Just give us a predict.
Nah, Bournemouth. Just because everyone's saying it.
David?
Draw.
Oh man, another poor draw.
Yeah.
What about you, Robin?
Pulis, bro. Don't
Bournemouth.
concede, bro.
Saying Bournemouth,
They
yeah?
don't concede, bro.
Alright, Bournemouth, full house on Bournemouth. What's the next fixture?
The next fixture is... sorry, I got a really important message. I
Chatting
had
to
reply
Galley, bruv. Stick to the
God,
program.
everybody's WhatsApp his iPhone too.
Burnley versus Hull.
Burnley hard.
Burnley!
This is tough.
It's tough.
This is the 6-pointer.
It's not tough.
It's 6 points, mate.
Abel Hernandez will turn up.
Yeah.
At Burnley.
He will turn up.
I'm going.
But do you think, hold on, a large part of Hull's success this season has been the fact that they've been the underdogs. Now, there's almost a sense of
That's
expectancy.
a very strong point. That's a very strong
I don't
point.
think
Hull will win.
Hull will win. I don't think it's expected yet. I still think they still got... They only got 1 player back.
People forget,
I don't know, you know.
Mike Fallon has watched many a United game.
He
And has
was at many a
coached
United.
many a
He was-
United team.
Remember, it was
Listen.
DP. He was...
Mike Fallon is the
DP.
OG,
Bro,
bro.
I'm going with a Burnley home win.
Yeah.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm going with
I think it's
Burnley.
going to be one of them once Hull to come crashing right back to earth.
That's secret. That's secret.
I think it will be a slow death for her. I don't think it will be this quick. I don't think it will be 4 games in.
But I still think they're going down
You saying
though, regardless.
Burnley?
Yeah, I think Burnley personally.
Robin,
Hull City.
Hull away win.
How?
Ernest saying Hull away. David,
Burnley.
Burnley home. Oscar,
Hull.
Hull away win. All right, moving
Probably
on.
be a draw now, you know.
Yeah.
Middlesbrough at home to Alan Pardew.
Full house Middlesbrough home win. Let's just get it out there.
Nah, real talk.
Let's just get it out there.
Real
Alright,
talk.
go on.
Ernest, Oscar, you saying full house?
I'm Middlesbrough. I'm
Everyone
Middlesbrough for
Borough,
this
full
one.
house next.
The Techers.
Benteke.
I Pardew.
Oh, the team is dead, bro.
Do you know what? Them man might pull out a 2-1
Oh,
win.
team
though, man.
is
I could just see that.
dead.
You know what I mean?
Party he's just a Houdini, innit? Like, he'll just do a madness.
He's a myth. He's
I call him the Loch Ness Monster. I call him Bigfoot.
Next fixture.
Stoke at home to Spurs.
Come on, Stoke. Mark Hughes, get in. Yeah, I want Stoke to win, so I'm just going to say Stoke.
Spurs.
Yeah, Spurs done well there last year, man. Absolutely battered Stoke. You say Robin?
Stoke.
Stoke home win?
Mark Hughes.
Ernest?
Stoke out onto Spurs. I can see Janssen like scoring a couple goals in this game.
Couple.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm just gonna say it until he scores a goal.
Ellie will fight with Shawcross as well.
Can't call him
You
that,
see
though.
Dele Alli, yeah?
Dele now, lads.
Oh, it's called Deli, innit? Yeah.
Good Delhi.
Yeah, not that I care, but
What? Why is he on beef so much?
who Dele?
Did you see him against Firmino last week?
Yeah.
Like, he went up to him and
He's a
Firmino was
hot,
like...
he looks like he's got a hot head on him.
But he looks so calm in interviews.
True.
Super calm.
Because what Suna said it was, he said how the best players, they need an arrogance, they need to be fearless. But now,
This is China
it's like,
rugby.
now it's
There's
like
a
he
few
wants to
times
rock.
that Sunas just says a few things and I'm like, Robbie, alright.
Nah, Souness is OG.
No, he's
blood.
not.
No, he is. No, he is. No, he is.
He's the realness, you know.
He is. Sunas is hard. I'm
I
saying
don't
like,
agree with everything he says.
I
but
rate him.
He said he's the realness.
There's the realness. Free the realness.
The realness. Oscar, Stoke at home to Spurs.
Spurs should win if they want to, challenge for the Champions League again.
Very true.
So I think I'll go Spurs.
David? Draw. Next.
West Ham at home to Watford.
Oh, is there a full house on this one as well?
West Ham.
West Ham.
Yeah.
West Ham.
West his Ham.
Draw.
I just feel at the back
Draw.
thing that Watford are doing.
Draw. How dare you?
Yeah, why would that be a full house? I mean,
Nah,
don't get me wrong.
I don't think it's a full house.
Bruv, like I said, West Ham played Chelsea and City. Don't take those 0 points as
Yeah, but he
something
also played
big.
FC Astra.
Yeah, forget
So,
Astra.
No, bear in
either
mind,
way,
it was a weakened team though.
Forget Astra, man.
I don't care.
They had your crap boy up front.
I don't rate West Ham that much.
Actually, something. Fletcher.
Bro, them man wanted to be in the Europa League,
They did.
Like, they did.
But
Swansea played dead team, bro.
anyway,
Yeah, they played a dead team.
what Robin says draw, Ernest? Right, you're thinking about it as well.
West Ham.
Dave?
Watford.
Away win! Oscar?
I don't know. It's tough. But I'm gonna go West Ham.
I am in shock people are finding this one difficult. Okay, next game.
Bro, they need their first win at that new stadium.
No, they beat
They
Bournemouth.
beat Bournemouth.
Oh yeah, my bad. Let me shut up.
5:30
My bad.
kickoff. It is Liverpool at home to Leicester City.
Leicester.
Oh, family at home.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Leicester.
Liverpool home win, man. That's a home win. You, Adrian?
Yep. no, the new stands. They're gonna
Erupt.
They're
Yeah.
gonna erupt. Son.
Robin?
Jeremy Vardy's taking that point. It's Liverpool.
So that away win.
Away
The
win.
tour bus will make it that far.
Leicester.
Away win. Wow.
Away win.
Wow.
Away
Three
win.
away wins. Oscar, are you gonna round it up for us?
Bro, I think Leicester gonna do it.
The thing is, you're gonna watch match of the day,
4 away wins.
and I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna tell you why were you shocked.
Never.
Nah, man.
When Mane bangs
Don't
it,
forget
bro.
about the Anfield Raw.
the raw, bro.
At the cop-head. The cop-head.
Mendy can't handle that.
Alright, next game. next
Sunday.
What Mendy against Wijnaldum?
match. You can handle it.
When I was a footballer, though, it's because it's been played out of position.
Yeah, I'm told, man.
Alright, next
But yeah,
game.
Sunday. Only one game on Sunday at 4:00. It is Swansea City hosting Chelsea.
Ooh, Chelsea away win.
Yeah.
Why do I even get excited? Chelsea away win.
They beat them 5-0 last season in the
Yeah.
first half.
Chelsea. Chelsea.
Swansea can have a
Chelsea, Chelsea, Chelsea,
Chelsea!
Oscar, speaking on Chelsea, actually, funny enough, did you hear West Brom's entrance to their music?
Yeah!
Yeah, no, they have it. They have it as well. They have the Liquidator as well.
West
Yeah.
Brom.
So
Do you know what, yeah? I don't know the historical facts, but I think they had it before we did. You know.
Bad team.
No. I prefer the Chelsea. The Chelsea one. It makes me laugh. Chelsea.
That was it.
It's so
Is there a full house away win here?
Yeah, I said
Chelsea.
Oscar?
Chelsea.
Yeah, Chelsea win.
Chelsea.
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 Chelsea. Chelsea.
Next match.
Monday night football.
Monday night football. Go on.
Yeah, Sunderland at home to Everton.
Everton.
Moise.
Sorry to say it again, but it's Moise. This is a tough one.
I'm sorry to say again, it's got to be Moise.
This is a tough one.
Everton.
I'm struggling. Bro,
Everton.
don't forget Sunderland got a draw at Southampton.
bro.
No one cares.
Look for me, bro.
No one cares.
Everton, bro.
Lukaku's been waiting to open the team up.
Waiting.
Well, we'll see. We might have to wait much longer. We might have to wait still.
His first touch was a bit rusty. No. You laugh.
You're right.
You laugh.
You're right.
You laugh. But fam,
Lukaku's a black Rooney, bruv.
Hey.
Was that?
Hey. What sense?
Touch his balls. But then he'll score a banger and he'll make you forget about it.
Nah, I'm going with a Sunderland home win, you know. Sorry, Koeman, I love you, but I think I'm going to go with Sunderland. Moise. Go on, boys. Adrian?
Fam, Morales put me in your fantasy team because Everton are gonna.
Of all the players, Morales, who's the one that you put in?
He's been quietly doing the thing, you know.
I think he should have moved for Everton time, but he's
Where,
sick.
though?
He's good,
He's
bro.
sick.
He's good.
Where would he go?
Tottenham.
Yeah.
He's better than
To be fair,
Zaha.
if they're going for Zaha, yeah.
He's better than Zaha, bro.
Lamela and Morales, are they just the same player?
Nah. Morales is a better dribbler than Lamela.
And he's a better finisher as well.
Yeah.
Robin?
Moise.
Moise? Yeah. Hey, Ernest?
I feel like I always say what I think is going to win, and then you ask me after.
Oh, sorry. I always have to get in a row because of all the listeners,
sorry.
so that they get the. What did Ernest say last week? Come on, I need to know.
Sorry, Everton.
Everton.
David says Everton. Oscar.
Yeah, Everton.
All right, let's move it on.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. So we're not going to see anyone else for 2 weeks as we're going to go for the international break.
At least we get Monday Night Football back.
Yeah, Monday night. Well, we've had it still, but yeah.
Wait, what? Is it still on? Wait,
Yeah.
it still comes on without games?
It was on. It was on the last week, the week before. Sorry. It was.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. We get it back. It's not been on for 2
In fact,
weeks.
didn't Chelsea play on
Chelsea? I was
Monday?
going to say Chelsea played on Monday.
Yeah, the first Monday of the season.
Anyways,
When we come back, it'll be the start of the European football season.
man, it's all on top, isn't it? It's gonna
Yep.
be all, we have to fit some schedules in quick because if we do this late, we're gonna have to, then we're gonna have to do Champions League and Europa League and all that. But yeah, make sure you do like us on the SoundCloud. What's it? Do you retweet? What do you do? Is it repost?
Repost on.
I don't know what you're doing.
bro.
Share
Just
it,
share it.
whatever.
Like us
YouTube,
on
we're there.
Facebook.
You can share it on Twitter through SoundCloud.
You can share it on Twitter through SoundCloud, absolutely. Also, iTunes as well.
iTunes,
We're
guys.
live on the iTunes, bruv. So make sure you lot cop the iTunes. You get me? I don't know where we are.
And rate it. Give us the 5 stars.
You don't know.
Trust
you don't know.
By the way, before we finish,
Yes.
I just realised that Aguero has the most goals in the league.
Right.
City have the most goals in the league.
Right.
United have the most clean sheets in the league.
Right.
And they're clashing next week.
0-0. That's what I mean.
Something's got to
Give
give.
0-0.
What, will Aguero play?
We'll find out.
Which is why they won't score, and then United's defence will still be solid. So
Wait, whose ground is it at?
Old Trafford.
The oldest Trafford.
Okay.
Oldest Old Trafford.
All right. See you guys in 2 weeks. Peace.
Bye.